everybody. It's welcome to Playing Board Games. I'm Justin. I'm joined in the commentary booth by Bryn.
Hello.
And we have 4 players currently outside getting ready for fun, in quotes, because none of us are really going to have fun tonight. Playing of Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch, 4 booster draft. We did 4 boosters.
We did do 4.
Usual 3.
2 and 2 was the split.
So we actually have our first match set up. Patrick is not here. I wanted him to be here, so... Patrick! By the way, Jackstar, thank you so much for the follow. Super awesome. You can welcome to the table. Why don't we... You can see the entire upper half of Justin's body. Yeah, welcome to the Nightmare Club. So why don't we come right into this? We have Travis and Tim currently are both getting ready to go. Patrick?
Yeah.
Why don't you give this the thumbs up? Go tell them they're good to start playing, and Brett and I will start the commentary. Good luck, everybody. So, I told him not to close it the whole way. The doorknob for this room doesn't work anymore. So
we're stuck. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, this is it. This is it.
It's over.
We drafted for our teammates in this one. So I drafted for Tim. Tim was my teammate, but Patrick was your teammate, right? So there's also Andrew and Patrick who are playing off camera currently. Because we've never had 6 people here before, so we're trying something new.
Yeah, Patrick's just going to lose. He's not going to be super happy about it because his deck is the same as Andrew's deck, but without Gideon. So
yeah.
That's pretty bad.
There's the Jackstar alert right there from the future, it seems. I built him a very aggressive red-black deck, but I kind of had this moment of hesitation because it has a Bane of Balaget, but it's very heavy in its early game. So I was debating between 17 or 18 lands, and I went with 17.
No, so. I think that's probably about right.
Yeah.
If it's your only 7 drop, then either you get there or you don't. It's like you mulliganed. Yeah. So. And
the Bane of Balaget is really just in there for like the tasty flavor reasons, Yes. Because it's all devoid, so it was all about getting the Swarm Surge out and just annihilating. So Tim kept his hands. Looks like Travis has mulliganed down. So it looks like it's a blue-black deck. I see a Kozilek's Translator in there, and he looks like he's keeping this one, and he scries to the bottom, starting with a mountain and passing. Alrighty, off to it. That's anytime someone taps their first land, it's a dark day.
It is. It is always problematic, even if it's just like a Goblin Glory Chaser.
Yeah. Oh man, Goblin Glory Chaser was my boom. No, my Bane, my Bane in Oath of the Gatewatch drafts. So now the real question comes if Tim draws his 3rd land, because he has a Seer's Lantern in his hand, and it looks like he did not, so...
Well, that's not good, because Travis's deck is a slower blue-black deck. So if he can get a little bit of traction...
And that was the kind of the reason I have the Bane in there, to kind of deal with...
Yeah, if the game goes that long.
Especially because it looks like Tim's hand is heavy on Oblivion Strikes and Stone Berries. And once again, it looks like Tim did not get a land, so he's in a dark place right now. I think he has a Reality Hemorrhage, though, to deal with anything small. And he discarded an outnumber to fit his hand size, which makes sense, because... It
does nothing.
It does legitimately nothing. Just a spell, pay 1, deals 0 damage.
You can target a thing, so if that was relevant...
Yeah, like an illusion creature that somehow found its way into Battle for Zendikar.
That would be more impressive, would be that they managed to draft it.
Yeah. That is a giant playmat on a table. Just it's the he hasn't drawn a 3rd. This does not spell well. So is that a Defiant Bloodlord I saw that he just scribed at the bottom? I think that's what I saw.
Probably. There is one in there.
Yeah. I opened it in one of my packs and I'm like, oh, this thing is very expensive. So it looks like you dropped the Kozilek's Translator. Oh, you got a Sludge Crawler, so at least you can play something.
I mean, it's a dragon, I guess, technically.
That card is good any time in the game. Well, except for right now. It doesn't seem that good right now.
He's losing very badly,
yes.
So most cards seem pretty bad.
He's coming in, and that 3 is taking him down. Man, this is 100 times easier to commentate on than Patrick's Cube.
Patrick's Cube just has so much random bullshit in it.
Same with when we did the pre-constructed last week. So that was a nightmare to commentate on.
Those decks have a lot of weird stuff. You're all like, oh no, I'm gonna lose to this Talon of Pain that I've never seen before.
You're just like, oh good, this is how it goes. Someone tell Tim he needs lands to win.
I mean, that's not entirely true.
I tried to put, and there goes the bait. It looks like he kept a very top-heavy opening hand. And didn't get the lands to go there. Hey, Taro Tamasama, how's it going? So it looks like, I think this is just going to be...
This does just, look like it's going to be the Kozulek's translator show.
Yeah. And especially because... And this is that moment where I'm in my stomach, I'm like, was 18 right? But, you know, just the fact that he hasn't drawn a third, it's just, you know, it's just the variance that comes in. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just a nervous father right now.
Like accurate BioLite, you do often need more than 2 lands, but it's not entirely necessary. You could build a deck that was all 2-drops, and I'm sure that would work.
So it looks like he's reality hemorrhaging the Sky Scourer that Travis played. Okay, there we go. He's got one. And he's dropping a Sears Lantern. That makes sense. And there's
a Spell Shrivel. Oh man. He couldn't even pay 4 if he had all his mana available.
Hey, Sea Otter, how's it going? I know next to nothing about how to play Magic. Well, I tried Magic Planeswalkers on Steam and I suck. You know, looks like he's chumping the Kozilek's translator. That seems totally fair.
I mean, like, I'm not sure I would trade that guy for 3 life points yet.
Yeah, I guess he's still at 14. He's looking. Yeah, you know.
He's at 14. Travis has no real pressure, so it's not a huge problem.
He's anticipating something. And OC Brad is right, Taro Tamasama. Just play it with a fancy top hat. That's the best way to start. To learn Magic.
Yes.
You start with the top hat.
Well, it doesn't have to be a top hat. Any kind of hat, really.
Man, I have to adjust this camera's levels when I have a chance. All right, so it looks like he's got his fourth land. He's going to draw an Oblivion Strike to get rid of that Kozilek's translator. And that looks like it resolves. So Oblivion Strike is 3 and a black. Exile target creature.
Exile target creature.
See you later, motherfucker. No, Brain, you could build a deck that's all 2-drops anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, you haven't seen Patrick's deck yet, so...
What is Patrick's deck?
It's pretty much just 2-drops and lands.
Is that a Sire of Stagnation?
That is a Sire of Stagnation. So now Tim doesn't want any more lands because they're bad now.
So every time he plays land, he loses 2 life and mills the top 2 of his deck?
It does something.
I think it's like that. There he is. Stagnation. Yeah. Exiles the top 2 cards.
Yeah. And Travis draws 2 cards. Yeah. Oh, that seems pretty bad.
So he did play, so the draw and mill happened. And he's taking control of the Sire of Stagnation with the Eldrazi Obligator, I believe that is what that card is called. And he's coming in for...
Yes, sir.
How much
should be 9, I think.
9. Did he just do 9?
I think so.
There's a lot of those tricks in this deck of the... Here, let me just ask you a few questions. Did you receive your new games yet, Justin? No, we should be receiving them either late this next week or sometime after. Hey, Skyrim Elder Scrolls, how's it going? Oh, Tim is standing up. He's changing the chair. That's the problem. That is crab. That's a 1/6. You don't get through that with an Eldrazi Obligator.
Is it a 1/6?
I think it's a 1/6.
I thought it was a 2/5. I might be wrong. I've never played with the card.
Ancient crab. It's a 1/5.
1/5.
We were both right.
So we were half right.
We got there together with the power of teamwork. Okay, so it looks like he's paying 3. He's going to throw down that guy's Nettle Drone.
Yeah.
Which is...
It's a 3/1 that taps to deal 1 damage to each opponent and untaps when a colorless spell is cast.
And it looks like
he casts a colorless spell.
He also dropped that 1/2/3 whose name slips my mind. Is that the 2/3? The yellow,
I think it's a Mind Melter.
Yeah.
It's a 2/2 with unblockable.
Yes.
And an activated ability to exile cards from the other player's hand.
Seems good.
It is a pretty solid card. Travis even has the colorless sources to use it, so Tim's probably not going to have too much of a hand here.
No, and it looks like he did a Spark Mage Gambit to just get an extra 3 in, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's getting pretty close, so.
And that is
an Oblivion Strike
of its own. and it had Summoning Sickness, so we could not tap in response to deal 1 damage. You know, we've gotten more of a thing out of this than I thought we would after seeing the slow start.
No, I figured this would be a pretty one-sided game.
Coming in with the Sire, and the...
Mind Melter.
And that thing's unblockable.
Yes.
So he's taken 7, he's going down to 2, hard math. Tightening Coils on that thing.
I think that probably spells the end for our Intrepid hero here.
Yes. And then there was, is that just that 2-1 with Prowess?
I think it might be.
Whose name slips my mind because it's something generic like...
Umara Entangler, maybe?
Yes, that's exactly it, which is actually totally not generic. And Kozilek's Channeler comes in to just kind of...
Sit here and watch the game end.
That'll be that.
Yeah.
So Travis takes game 1. I feel like, though, if Tim hits his land in this next match, it might go better for him if it hits it earlier. That's how it goes, though.
Yeah, no, his deck does seem fast enough that he can definitely take advantage of how slow Travis's deck is. Although I'm not sure he has anything besides like that Oblivion Strike that can actually kill a Kozilek's Translator. Like 3/5 is pretty big.
Yeah. And what do we see from removal from Patrick? So we got the Tightening Coils and the Oblivion Strike of his own. And it looks like he's signing out the Entangler, a Bonesaw, and he's also bringing out the Death Touch Bat, which I love that guy.
Yeah,
because you know
I'm not sure that that's. I mean, like I guess he did see he saw the Spark Mage's Gambit. Yeah, and that's a good reason to pull all your X1s out. That's very true. If you got any sort of thing you can bring in for.
And it looks like he's signing in the Painful Truths, which I think is the Painful Truth, or is that the one that's the dude that's falling and you pay life equal to its
Converge? Is
Converge,
that that's Painful Truths.
Yeah. I think because I saw that go around and I feel like that one should be in any deck if you have 2, because it's basically just like a. So he's bringing in okay. So he's taking out the late game and going heavy early game. He took out the Seer's Lantern, Kozilek's Pathfinder, and it looks like the Bane. And he's bringing in 3 of Zada's Commandos, the 2/1 with first strike.
Zada's Commando is a sweet card.
And it's just like he's looking like he's just embracing
all in on the aggro plan, which
I think is totally cool. It was one of the things I was debating as I was building it.
Yeah, like obviously Zada's Commando, it's got a cohort ability to ping your opponent. Yeah. So much better when you have like more allies to play with.
Then again, if he gets 2 Zada Commandos, that's like basically 4 blocking power, and every turn can ping for 1. Right.
Yeah, no, it gives you a little bit of reach in the late game there.
All right, we'll see how this one goes. And one thing I liked is that because we did 4 booster packs, it really opened up the sideboarding potential, right? Because
you have a lot more cards to play with.
Because usually when you draft only 3 packs, your sideboarding is just depending on the deck you're playing, like bringing in Felidar Cub if they have enchantments, right?
Yes.
So with this one, you're able to be a bit more spicy. My deck's sitting right here. I'm very excited to play it.
I'm not really excited to play mine because Patrick drafted it, and I've seen the quality of his work.
Have you guys ever streamed Arkham and Eldritch Horror? We have streamed Eldritch Horror, not with these guys on the channel. We've done it a few times with just some of the group, but you know, we always do what the audience wants. So if there's an interest, we definitely do more. So it looks like he has 2 lands again in his hand. No, 3. It looks like he has 3 this time, and I think I saw Zada's Commando. Oh, it looks like just 2 again.
Well, I mean, like it 2 should be fine.
Oh, the drop of Stone Fury. You didn't see anything.
Unless that was planned all along.
Yeah.
You know, like try to make your opponent respect the Stone Fury.
That kills the Translator.
It does kill the Translator. Unless he's casting it off of like 4 lands and a Seer's Lantern.
In which case, you know, it doesn't seem as spicy.
It does.
Coming in for 2. First blood in this round goes to Tim. It looks like he drew his 3rd land as well, and it looks like that's a Flare Drone in his hand, which is a
Flare Drone. Sick.
Through a first strike.
Yeah.
Does it have another ability? Or
when a colorless creature enters the battlefield under Tim's control, it'll cause Travis to lose 1 life.
Alright, that's going to be annoying to keep track of.
It is a strong card. He doesn't have that many colorless guys, right?
Oh no, his deck is all colorless.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess we just didn't really see anything.
Yeah.
Last game.
coming in for 5. This is a much more of what I saw in my head when I was doing this. It looks
no,
like
I think Travis's deck is just a little too slow
to deal with this kind of assault.
He does have a Kozilek's Return in his sideboard, which
hey, peanut butter babe.
He'd have to sideboard in some mountains.
Yeah.
Because I think he only has like a Crumbling Vestige to generate red with. But
thank you so much, Jackstar, for the host, and that's 5 damage coming in. And now, even if he gets a Kozilek's Translator, he has a Stone Fury to stop it. And then this is just basically.
No, I think Travis is done for here.
Mercstrider, bounce.
Mercstrider's good. Yeah.
Bounce something back.
Process and bounce.
That was a good idea to not bounce the creature with haste. That's how you know Travis is good at magic.
I mean, like,
well,
I would always figured he was some sort of idiot savant, but.
Yeah, there's the Reality Hemorrhage. He has 3 of those in his deck, so.
Reality Hemorrhage is a good card.
It is. Coming in for 3. Thank you guys so much for doing the numbers. They can't hear me, but I believe they can feel me. So it looks like Tim's 1 away from casting the Bane of Battle, getting sided out. So, that's something. Sky Scourer. I think you're just not even that worried about that.
I mean, like, it trades for the 3/1.
It does.
The Obligator, but doesn't do anything to the Commando.
He does have a Spark Mage Gambit in hand, and a Turn Against. He just drew a Turn Against as well.
Yeah. I think I probably... he's going to pull for the Spark Mage's Gambit here.
They might have Spell Shrivel in hand. There's no reason to... Yeah. 1 to that. Can't block this turn. He's showing I have enough to pay for Spell Shrivel, so...
Yeah, I don't think there's too much Travis can actually do here. Make sure he can't do anything else, but then die to damage. So.
Okay, well that was the more explosive start I pictured in my head.
No, I think Travis's deck definitely needs to be on the play. He doesn't have very much that has any sort of a combat-sized body that costs less than 4. So
yeah, like his earliest drop seems to be the Sky Scourer, and that's a 1/2, so that's more.
Yeah, he's got a couple of 1/2s and some other strange things. But not much for combat.
I'm worried we might have to switch out the off-camera game because it looks like they're already, rounding it out, and we'll have to see. Because from the description of what you said of Patrick's deck, is it a slower deck? Is it grindier?
Oh God, no.
No?
His biggest guys cost 5.
Oh, okay, that's good then. That's good.
So it should be like the game should be over one way or the other pretty quick. I thought I drafted some shoulder to shoulders or lead by example, but I guess I passed them, which is not good.
That was like me too. I was going through and I'm like, did I draft some more of that card? I didn't draft any of them.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that was.
I think it's because like with who built Travis's deck? Andrew, right?
Yes.
Andrew built
Andrew built that one. It's just I think it's just a little.
Crab is great.
Little slow. Crab is good though.
Looks like he has no red mana, so yeah, throw that in the bin.
You don't need red mana. Except for like everything, I guess. So.
Oh, there's Garrick. How's it going, buddy? Coming to say hi. There was a moment where Patrick and I would hide that guy around the house to, scare the other person when they found it.
I mean, like, I don't want to disparage Andrew's ability as a deck builder. But like maybe yes.
Shots fired. That's how we work here. Yeah, man, I agree. Water's great.
Yeah.
Everyone, stay hydrated.
It's important.
And it tastes so good. So I think the plan is the losers are going to be commentating next. We'll be starting with the wastes.
Well.
Ooh, a Mist Intruder. That's a good start. That's a very good start. That basically means the Mercstrider he has in hand, that's a Captain's Claws. Which I love Captain's Claws. And the Mist Intruder eats a mountain.
Well, I mean, like he hasn't played a mountain yet,
yeah.
So that might be a problem.
I think I see one in hand.
There's one
in
in
hand.
hand?
Yeah, there's one right there. That is the Kozilek Shrieker, which you pay colorless to give +1/+1 menace.
I'm not sure if it gets. Is that that's the menace one? Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah,
it is because the uncommon costs 4.
Yes.
So that's a
brutal. Just coming in for 4.
Yeah, it looks like the shoe is on the other foot here.
Yeah, the Patrick's deck. I mean, Travis's deck heard us say it's not that aggressive, and it's like, I'll show you 2, 3, 4 drop with the Mercstrider active. Like you don't get better than that.
No, Mercstrider is pretty harsh.
But that's a good ground blocker. It's now 4/1 with first strike.
4/1 with first strike, yeah.
Like I think
he's still probably going to take 5 damage here.
Yeah, because he'll swing in with the.
He swings in and gives his guy menace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's coming in with a Mercstrider.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
I think he's trying to feign that he has something. He might have that unnatural endurance or whatever it is that gives like +2 and regenerates them.
Yeah, I think like that would be a weird choice.
That would
I think because
his deck doesn't seem to have it.
Unnatural endurance doesn't seem like a fit for his deck. Although he did sideboard out 3 cards, and we didn't. Did we really see what he brought in?
No, we didn't really see what he brought in. Yeah, there was the menace there coming in here.
Yep.
Taking 5 still. See if there's any trick.
Yeah.
It looks like damage has happened. Yeah, I think he was just trying
to
play with.
It's just a bluff.
Play with his head. All right, so I mean, like, I think this is still a thing. Like, this looks one-sided, but you know, I think there's a lot that he could.
Yeah.
Ancient Crab though, but then again, I feel like you'd actually leave Flare Drone back here as a blocker with the intention of playing a creature this turn to deal with the.
If he has any removal as well, like if he removes that menace drone, then Travis doesn't really have any sort of offense going on.
Because if he swings in for 2 each turn, I feel like with Tim just building his board out more, it's just inevitability, right? Inevitability would be the better word.
Evitability.
Evitability. Sounds tasty.
It does sound tasty.
It's debating that Spark Mage's Gambit looks like, but that really does nothing here.
No, it'll push 5 points, I guess, because of the token off the Captain's Clause.
A Reality Hemorrhage would be sweet.
Okay. He's going to pull for it.
Interesting, which means now he comes in for 5.
Yeah, he does get to go in for 5, but Travis has the second colorless source, so he can swing back for 7 if he wants to with everybody.
Maybe Tim has something in hand, because that seems that seems very aggressive.
It does seem like a little bit of a risky play.
And is that's a spell shrivel in hand, so if he does have a plan, it's not going to go over well. Coming in for 4 this time. That makes sense. He has no blockers.
I guess if Tim didn't have a creature he could play, he needed to make that token so he can block the menace drone.
Yeah.
It makes sense as a mind melter, I think.
Yeah.
There's 2 points unblockable.
This is not looking good for Tim.
No, it does.
4 land.
Oh,
not much to do there. So it looks like Travis takes round the first match of tonight. I was surprised that that start went so fast. Yeah, that really.
I watched Andrew putting the deck together, and it did not look like it was capable of such a thing.
Especially basically turn 2 Mist Intruder into eventually a turn 4, whatever that thing was called.
Lurker or Strider or whatever it's called.
Mercstrider or something like that.
Mercstrider, yeah.
With the ingest active is in.
No, that is a very strong tempo play.
Yeah, and that's even ignoring the fact that there was a 3-drop between there, right? Like that's just fiery.
Yes.
And even in just in general and limited, it's hard to beat just a perfect curve, right?
Yeah, even if you're just curving out garbage 2 to 5.
Yes, it's just there's a card each round, and your opponent's like, okay, I played something on 3 and 4, so. Yeah,
if they miss their 2 or they miss the 4 or they miss anything really.
Yeah.
You can just keep pushing points across the table.
And it's one of the hardest things, building a proper curve for your deck. But it feels so good. It feels so good when you curve out. So it looks like I'm facing Travis off screen, so I ain't even going to be in here anymore. All right.
Bryn, you're facing Andrew in the feature match.
Who won? Yeah, who won the?
That was Andrew in 2.
Andrew in 2. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
What? I didn't. How was I supposed to know Travis was drafting the same deck as I was, but with a Gideon?
With a Gideon in it. Yeah, Bryn and Andrew in the feature match. Patrick and Tim will be commentating, and Justin and Tarvis, you are banished to the kitchen.
Sounds good. Patrick?
Yeah.
Take my seat.
Alrighty.
And you'll have to change the names and all that.
Would you mind boiling some more water for me?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
And only 5's on?
Yeah, and this will be 4. Okay. Don't eat my apple.
I only eat Golden Delicious.
Just call to me when you're good to go, and to go into match mode, press 8 on numpad.
Okay.
And 4 takes you back to this camera.
8 and 4. Okay.
Just think of a photo for him.
Where are the entry for the names?
They are on.
After I hit 8.
Yes, they're on 8, and they'll be in this list over here. Now you see in OBS, there's like the magic card alert box, all that stuff. It'll show up in there. It'll say name player 1, name player 2.
And just click them and then type them in?
Yes, you can actually go to 8 now,
okay.
And you'll see name P1, name P2. And it looks like the camera got nudged, so I will go fix that.
That's who's it's Bryn and Andrew. Where is this? Oh. That's player 2.
Your nipples are so prominent.
I know.
It's like minus 30 in here, that's why. It's just minus 30.
Oh, fucking Bolding, the grossest. Who invited you, Bolding?
I don't think anybody invited him. I think he just shows up. That's what he does.
Shouldn't you be it looks fine.
Yeah, it looks fine.
The masking, the spiking tape is showing on the bottom. Shouldn't you be building some Lego or something, Bolding?
Spiking tape is showing on the
Now
top.
the spiking tape is showing on the top.
Also, it's like on an angle. It's tilted.
The top,
right there.
The top
right
needs
there.
to. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
All right.
Are they good to start?
Yeah, we're good to start.
All right, cool.
And Tim's mic is on, so that's good. All
Yeah.
right.
Guys.
All right. All right. So this is gonna be Bryn v. Andrew. Whoever wins, we lose. I built Bryn's deck, and
Travis
built Andrew's deck. So it's gonna be tight, consistent, constructed, quality, limited versus 5-color garbage.
Well, actually, the deck Travis built, it has a Gideon.
Yeah,
it's just straight junk.
So it's
gonna hope to get a frickin' Gideon and win.
Well, that's what happened in me. Andrew and I only played 2 games because, spoiler alert for Andrew's deck here, he just has all the removal. It's just like,
oh yeah,
Grasp of Darkness, complete disregard.
His deck is like, I'm going to keep killing everything and keep you off everything until I can play this Gideon or some stupid Eldrazi and just ride it to victory.
He yeah, it's very controlling. He's running those really bad Loam Larva, the tutor for basing put on top. I really don't like those things.
It's really required in his deck because he is
okay. So they're rolling 1,000 dice to determine players. That's great.
They're playing 6s because that's Andrew's favorite thing.
Ah,
they're playing 6s.
Okay.
It looks like
Bryn's got 2.
Bryn got 2. I think Andrew got 3 though.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Cheater.
Ugh. What a loser.
Hey Bolding, do you like my V-neck? Just chat like how deep my V-neck is.
It's not deep enough. I think you need a triple deep V-neck. Have you seen those?
Oh yeah, there was that stupid was it Saturday Night Live had a skit about that?
College humor.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's college
with Ben
humor.
Stiller.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hate Ben Stiller.
Ben
Stiller's
Stiller's
this is forever. Hell, Ben Stiller's gonna blackball me in Hollywood. This is terrible.
My hands didn't take up too much of the screen.
You know, you can watch you can watch the instant replay and see, wow, look at those sausage mitts.
My hands are very large.
Okay, what has Bryn got?
That looks like rune processor.
He's got a swamp, an island. Hey, he's got a red card. It looks like there's a wandering fumarole and one mountain in his deck. But there's a pilgrim's eye.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I don't know if
that's fair.
He's keeping it. So.
He kept. I think they both did. I think they kept on 7.
Yeah, they both did.
Wow, gotta slow roll that swamp.
Bryn's the worst, that's why.
No, that's Andrew. Andrew was like, swamp.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have anything relevant to their hands. I know Bryn doesn't really have any action the way I built his deck until turn 3. He has Pilgrim's Eye, Cultivator Drone, but he also has Mist Intruder and what's the 1-drop that fire breathes to ingest? From battle.
Yeah.
The 1-drop set's good.
Sledge Crawler, right?
Sledge Crawler. Yeah.
Sledge Crawler.
Andrew's playing that shitty larva thing to tutor. Get a planes. Got to get that Gideon set up.
Yeah. Jeez.
What did he do again? Oh, he has a From Beyond in his deck also.
Yeah.
So he just played From Beyond and just kept on making Scions. And then he had like 6 Scions out, and then he's like, Gideon Emblem it. I was like, die.
Die.
I'm so dead.
I'm kind of hoping Judgy does well with his deck, because the way I built it is just like super grindy, and then I play big dumb Eldrazi's.
What is Bryn's got another island. Oh, see, I told you, turn 3, he does stuff. Yeah, now I can go get the mountain. He'll like, Petrie's not stupid enough to have put no mountains in here. I put 1 in. This is exactly according to the plan. And he gets the added benefit of, because he has a search effect, he gets to look through his whole deck and be like, oh, what the hell?
Ooh, he got a mountain.
He found a mountain.
He has to reveal it though.
There we go.
Andrew even called him on that. That's how you know that's a bad rules violation.
Yeah. This guy is a tournament organizer, by the way.
And yeah, level 1 judge.
Get in there for 1 with your stupid larva. Why not? He's not going to block it.
Okay, he played the Goldraw's Vampire, which is another...
It's going to be terrible for updating life totals.
Yes.
At the beginning of his upkeep, this... What do you know? You're not a judge. You barely even play Magic. This Vampire that Andrew played causes a 1-point life drain, life gain every upkeep, so that's going to be fairly irritating. 4-drop. What's it called? Vandercool. It's a 3/4 Trampler with Devoid.
Herald?
Herald of...
No, that's Herald of Kozilek. It's Pathfinder of...
No.
What is it? Is it not just Vile Aggregate?
No, Vile Aggregate's that.
Oh yeah,
that. Well, they play Constructed Modern.
Yeah, because 1 red stuff is great.
Hey, that's 1 red.
All right, it was his upkeep, so... Oh, you did.
Sorry,
you got it.
I'm all over this.
Well, I'm glad one of us is.
Yeah, right? Probably. Oh, yeah, we'll ask him, we'll go out there and advise him that he should play more carefully in the future, and please do not repeat the error, as is proper REL enforcement. Or would that be, if he didn't reveal off a... What's it called?
If he didn't reveal off it, it would be considered...
Oh, God! He just played the
Crumbling Visage into Gideon.
That is gross.
This is a gross curve. I'm pretty sure Andrew's just going to run away with this game.
Oh, no. This is terrible for Bryn.
Yeah.
His removal is all like containment membranes and what's that one from battle that gives -6, -0? The crushing tentacles.
Oh yeah.
That's all his removal hits.
Oh no.
Although if he tentacles the Drana's emissary, he can get in and start chipping away at Gideon with his freaking... Oh, there's Herald.
Herald of Kozilek.
Now his colorless spells all cost 1 less. Getting there, it's good against Gideon. Was it wrong for him to? That thing's a 3/4 Trampler, right?
Yeah.
I guess not.
Like you don't want to.
You'd take out the token. That's it. If you blocked with like the token
you would take out the emissary, right? Did you do the emissary upkeep life total switch? Anyways, yeah, he would just take out the emissary. Like
no, he only has 3 points of damage.
Yeah, so he would take out the emissary, not the knight. The emissary is a 2/2.
Oh yeah.
Right. So it would just be trading the emissary for the the 3/4.
Which isn't bad.
But right now it's not that great. Like he'd much rather just have the 3/4 and have the ability to apply pressure on Gideon if he taps out or a
spoiler
lethals.
alert, he doesn't have like any combat tricks. Like what's that spear 1+3/+1 first strike? He doesn't have anything like that.
Oh no.
I don't know how he's gonna push through. He's he's on a good curve because he's got 2 rune processors, a Breaker of Armies and a Deathless Behemoth. So he's got a good high end. That's how I built the deck. But
yeah, he might just lose. He might just be too far behind now.
Hey Chad, what up? Oh god, he just what did he do? He just made another knight. So he's just gonna
outvalue him.
Yeah. Swinging him for 2 in the air.
Yeah. It's lifelink, right?
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It'd be insane.
Well, it's already really good.
You don't need to tap on lifelink to it. Hey, Peanut Butter Babe. Hey, Rune Process. Oh, does he have anything in Exile? No, he doesn't. This is terrible.
But not because he has a giant thing.
What is it, 7/8?
Yeah.
7/8 is pretty good.
Or is it? Yeah, no, it's 7/8. 7/8.
For getting in people's faces, be like, hey, fuck off. I'm a 7/8. You're not getting through it.
I like in Judge's deck, I got an Eldrazi processor, and then that 7 mana Eldrazi that exiles things for 3 and colorless. So hopefully he can just like string those 2 together, like processor into that. You lose.
What has Andrew got in his hand? Is that from... No, he's got a Canopy Vista, I think, in his hand, which isn't super relevant right now. Oh, no, that's the tapped land for green. He gets to tutor... Or is it top... You get to look at the top 4.
What did he play, sorry?
The tapped land in green. You get to look at the top 4 and put a basic? Is that how that works?
Yeah. You get to like look at the top 4 and...
Yeah. I don't think that's relevant right now. I think his land is pretty fixed at this point.
Yeah, he's fine.
Maybe
he's also got... That's Blighted Fen, right?
Yeah.
So he's got the Edict.
Yeah. And he's going to swing at Bryn in the air for another 2 with the Drana's Emissary. And Bryn's... if you're Bryn, do you just... Terrible. Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed for Innistrad. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that amazing flavor card, the flip vampire that turns into mist. I can't play in Olivia. I'm thinking about making Golzal or whatever. What's the terrible cold snap vampire that's Grixis color? She's ugly as sin.
Gazoldra.
Yeah.
Vampire monarch or queen or something. Yeah, she's pretty bad though.
Yeah, she's pretty bad, but lots of vampires have blue.
Yeah, isn't there like...
I would get to play Zodek. And
yeah.
Mirko Vosk, Mind Drinker.
There's also that that vampire that like Vampire Tyrant or something from Shards. It's not a legendary, but it hits really hard. It like takes away half their life or 10 life.
So Bryn here just crashes in with a 7/8, right, and makes him.
Well, he just chumps with a 2/2. Doesn't have trample, does it?
Oh, I guess.
Like you just chump with a 2/2. It's free.
And as regards to the yeah, I was just about to say if we have a meta that runs 2 brothers as commanders, then we can let the Mist Vampire slide because the casting side is black. I mean,
yeah, I'm sure if you ask Bryn though, he'll be like, no.
He'll be like,
no, it's for Patrick.
The rules committee have ruled the color. He's got complete disregard, a swamp and a mountain in his hand. Not a lot, but he's got a Gideon on the board, so
yeah.
What the fuck does it matter?
It does not matter at this point.
And Bryn has got a Breaker of Armies and something else. He's got a couple things to exile in his hand. He's got Mist Intruder and what's the one that is unblockable? Benthic Infiltrator.
Yeah.
Oh, he does the double bounce spell, and then he gets like, what does he get to do? He gets to bounce 2 creatures. And then he gets to scry like a billion.
Yeah, it's like scry 3, I think. Scry 2 or 3.
That's pretty good fuel.
Yeah. That'll be helpful.
Or no, because he gets to draw that many. Oh, he just drew his Wandering Funeral. Gets there. I've got that. What's that crappy?
He didn't find the mountain though earlier.
He's just cracking in.
Well, now
you
he
gotta
can
apply pressure.
Well, now he can, right? Like if he didn't have the double bounce,
he's still gonna.
If he didn't have the double bounce, then he loses on the back crack.
Oh.
He doesn't like lose, but he loses in 2 turns on the back crack because he just makes another chump blocker, and it doesn't matter.
Coming after you, Gideon. Oh, he's really pressuring it.
That's good.
And Gideon takes 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
From the
Pilgrim's Eye.
Pilgrim's Eye. So Andrew does have a removal spell. So the best thing he can do is kill the Pilgrim's Eye.
He doesn't have black yet, though.
Herald. No,
he doesn't have black till next turn.
Well, yeah, coming up this turn though, when he untaps, he'll have. But he isn't relevant. He can take out the Pilgrim's Eye or the Herald. I don't think it's really pertinent or relevant to kill the Herald now. Does he care about the Pilgrim's Eye? Probably not.
Well, if he wants to just keep trading, like keep getting free damage in with the flyer, he might. Oh no, he does have swamps. They're just off screen.
Great. What did we tell you people?
Well, the camera got moved.
Yeah, we'll have to correct that next round. He replayed his Emissary, and then he's going to activate Gideon for 0. Well, he can't minus it right now. Oh, he's plussing it.
Yeah, he's going to make Gideon a thing because he tapped his 7/8.
Yeah. Is he 5/5 or 6/6 this one?
Isn't it like number of creatures you control?
No, that's the fucking shitty gate crasher.
I'm just screwing with you. Yeah, he's 5/5.
He's a 5/5? Alright. So Bryn takes 5.
They're not showing us the damage. Those losers.
Bryn, you don't need any more cards. You just drew like 1,000.
Yeah, and he can slam that Breaker of Armies.
That'd be sick.
That might actually beat the Gideon here.
Good thing I drafted so much fatty. So many boldings, I mean.
Don't you mean Andrews?
Or Andrews. They're both equally fat. Oh, tentacles on the dramas. That's kind of suboptimal removal because he's still going to gain the benefit of the life drain every upkeep, but it takes a blocker out of the way. For in the air. So I guess he wants to chip away at the Gideon.
Yeah, like he kind of announced that last turn.
Yeah.
Andrew's reading cards.
What are we playing here? Oh, Benthic Infiltrator. Christ. Should have had that before you played your stupid thing. He's gonna block with his grub. But now he's got 2 free unblockable damage in the air. Oh, well, 1 on the ground, 1 in the air. With his Benthic Infiltrator and the Pilgrim's Eye.
Yeah.
So he could have Gideon, like if you... So Bryn, or Andrew can activate Gideon and swing for another 5. So Bryn will have to chump block.
He doesn't, like...
Well... And Andrew,
I
Andrew can activate the Blighted Fen and cause him to sacrifice something. That's pretty big. Because it's pretty close right now. Like the lining up of blockers and attackers. Does he have enough to invocate or activate the Invoker to plus what, 5/5 in trample? Or is it +6/6 in trample?
It's just that one though, right? Like he can't. He doesn't
give
give it to everybody.
Yeah.
Be way too good if it was everybody.
Or does he know that Gideon is up, so does he emblem here? Well, he can get maximum value out of him. Nope.
Nah, he's gonna plus. I think that's fine.
So what do you throw in front of it? Because you have to.
Probably just the Herald at this point.
Probably.
Yeah, the 2/4 is kind of done its use. Oh, Pilgrim's Eye.
Poor guy.
Oh no! I found a land and now I'm dead. Well, it appears as though we have reached a stalemate.
Bryn has that crappy merfolk that says 1 in a blue, target creature gains unblockable or whatever. Is it like, I don't know, if he draws that could quickly put a damper on the game for Andrew. Because he just like, hey, this 7/8's unblockable. 7/8. Although Andrew's got quite a bit of extra life from that Emissary.
Yeah, Andrew's kind of...
And Bryn has to answer because he's on his 6th turn clock.
Bryn does have to do
something.
He can't just...
But the thing is, he doesn't have any actual removal. Like any physical removal. and he's processing that.
He ingested.
He's ingesting another grub.
Yay.
Well, it's relevant because he has another rune processor, and that might be just what he's casting right now. A Breaker of Armies. So he's got to race him on that.
Yeah.
If he draws a rune processor, that'll give him a big safety cushion.
This is actually looking very bad for Andrew now. Game's kind of swung.
Well, yeah.
Andrew didn't follow that Gideon up with anything.
No.
It's a good way to lose a game.
Like, what does Andrew... Like, Andrew has lots of complete disregards and stuff like that. That doesn't hit anything in this deck that's relevant.
Yeah. He doesn't... I think he has one of the void 3 and a black exile target creature. I think he has one. Sorcerer speed. But that's not enough to deal with his board state. I think the only thing worse for Andrew right now would be if he did a Bane.
On the end of Bryn's turn?
Complete disregard on the 3/4.
Yeah.
And
then complete disregard again.
I think that's the Oh, it is a complete disregard?
Yeah, those are the exile ones.
Yeah, okay.
Bryn goes to 5.
Andrew to 24 again. This is
Can we disagree that Drowner's Emissary is banned from draft? So,
oh god.
And the blue or the black-white deck is just banned from draft, so we don't have to keep on notating it.
Somebody opens it in a pack, immediately tears it in half, throws it to the side, random uncommon pile. Sweet.
So, what Andrew can do is he can, if he has 8 mana, he can activate the Invoker, activate Gideon. He's not dead on the crackback, and he can force Bryn to make some. Well, he can chump block with either one of his Eldrazi on the Gideon. And he can eat the Invoker with the Breaker of Armies. I don't know if that's optimal.
That sounds a little lackluster.
He's embleming.
Yeah, so, emblems might be his best bet here.
So he can kill it with the Benthic Infiltrator for sure, but he doesn't get to process. But I don't think that's relevant.
I don't think he's gonna even. I don't think he can care about his Gideon anymore.
But if given the opportunity, Bryn has to kill it. And he's got a Sentinel. What's that ghost called?
I know it's a 3/3 with Flying and Vigilance.
Yeah, 3/3 Flying Vigilance for
5.
Yeah.
He's gonna...
Gideon's emblem gives all creatures he controls +1/+1/+1.
It's an anthem.
Yeah.
He's gonna put the rune processor in front of the Invoker.
He's putting Herald.
And Herald.
Yeah,
so
that it's not enough points.
Yeah, so it dies.
So the Herald's gonna live.
But. Yeah, the Herald will stay around, but the processor's gonna go down.
Oh, and actually that's very relevant because the emblem, so it's actually 9/9. So he did have to double block there. Or he could have just traded the Breaker of Armies, but I think he just
No, because the Breaker of Armies is an 8/9.
I thought it was a 10/8. It's a 10/8.
Oh, it's a 10/8. Oh.
Yeah, it's got a big butt. Yeah, so now Bryn just swings in with the Breaker of Armies and just eats his board.
Probably.
And hits Gideon with the Benthic Infiltrator, and then he's fucked.
Yeah. Ostensibly,
he's got a sweep away in his hand, so if he gets anything clever.
Oh yeah. Well, this game's probably over.
Does he activate the Wandering Funeral, I wonder, and crack in for another 4?
I mean,
yeah,
probably. Like, there's absolutely no downside to it.
And Andrew's tapped out.
Yeah, like he already showed his complete disregard.
That's interesting that he's tapping very slowly to activate his abilities or attack with his creatures.
He's attacking very specifically.
Yes.
In specific places.
Okay, Gideon down, and then he takes 1, 2. He takes 3, or did he activate it? He takes 6 from that being activated and 2 from that. I would imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So that could be that. That's the control deck got out ahead.
Yep. I just think there was not enough pressure after that Gideon. He didn't curve into anything.
Impressive. He didn't have any mid-range cards.
He just had all his like removal right after, and
then the removal was too small for Bryn's big dudes.
Even if it was like a good removal, I don't think he would be out ahead right now.
Yeah,
he's just scooping it up.
Chalk it up to the bad guys.
When me and Travis were playing,
I built it.
When me and Travis were playing, I purposely played everything to to end it. You gotta get rid of that. Yeah. Wow. Match 2. 1 to 8.
Oh, good night, Bolding. Don't eat too much poutine before you go to bed. Say hi to PMJT for us. And then we'll tell Bryn he's a filthy sack. He's under the weather right now. He's drinking hot tea. Hot tea from my hot tea.
Ooh.
Oh, luck.
He's got such a bad throat today.
You know, I'm not going to claim responsibility for Bryn's sore throat. I'll just leave it at that.
We should almost move the mat so you can see Olamog's face. Like,
That looks like all my Japanese porn I watch.
oh
no.
Yeah, with the shards on the top too. Like,
well, you gotta have
the tentacles.
You gotta have the pointy with the smooth.
Yeah, you gotta have
with the ropey, slithery tentacles with the sharp jaggies. Pleasure and pain, baby.
Tentacles, 2 hands, and like an elbow spike.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do like people get their tongue bifurcated. I'm gonna get my hand bifurcated. So it's like, oh yes, I'm a doctor. I'm gonna split my arm up to the elbow so I can have like crazy General Grievous arms. And then I can hold 2 lightsabers in each arm. That'd be so sweet.
And then somehow get him to put like mechanical in your hand so that you can spin it in the circle.
That'd be so sweet. I can have 4 Kylo Ren lightsabers at one time, or I could have 4 Darth Maul lightsabers. That's 8 blades. Andrew's bringing in a bone
shredder?
Bone shards.
Bone shards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah. Seems better than complete disregard from this match.
Yes, much better.
I will sacrifice this 2-2 and kill your 10-8, please.
Yeah. Things of relevance that are in Bryn's deck because I'm such a good deck builder. He does have, I don't know if he took it out, but he does have a main board Dispel, because I figured it was important to protect his...
Yeah, that's fair.
6, 8, 10 drops. You know, could be good. The other things Bryn didn't see, he didn't see Sledge Crawler, he didn't see Mist Intruder, and he also didn't see, I have 2 of those 3 mana 1/3s from Oath of the Gatewatch that tapped out a colorless. But you only use them for colorless. Something drone. Yeah. Castigator Drone? Or something?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So he does have more ramp. It's just not Herald the Bear.
I wish OBS worked well with Moto, because then you could just like type it in and it would show you all of them, and then you could just like scroll over it.
You know?
But OBS hates Moto.
Hello, Moto.
Domo Ori Moto.
So, Justin and Travis are playing. Who do you think won in there?
I have no idea what Travis's deck looks like, to be perfectly honest. I know the deck that I built for Justin is a lot like yours, except that...
Yeah, but you got modern playable cards. You've got frickin' oh god, what's it? Sky Spawner.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of earlier stuff that can threaten a lot of damage early, and then just windmill slam Eldrazi after Eldrazi after Eldrazi.
I heard that Mark Rosewater hates Moto, but I also heard that he wrote for Roseanne, so I don't know what is true. Bryn's kind of was Wandering Fumarole in his opening hand, which is pretty good to have your splash color fixed. Oh, he's also got the Mountain. That's
Ooh.
But that's really awkward.
That is.
But, you know, hey, if you have a man land on turn 1. Oh, we both play our rare lands in our draft. Turn 1. Look at us.
Which one's the better rare land?
Hey, yeah, he's got the Castigator Drone, so that's pretty good. What has he got? What has he got? Oh, unblockable Merfolk guy. It's blue and 3, isn't it? It costs 3 to activate that thing?
Yes.
That's pretty steep. Oh, Andrew's got a... Oh, he did... That was suboptimal. It's only a 2/3?
Yeah, but...
Hey, Harold.
But Andrew is going to have a hard time. Like, he only has 3 colors in his deck anyways, but...
No, he has 4.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, like he's splashing 1 mountain. He's have the 4th color
and he's
for
got swamps. Yeah.
Unified.
Do you think you would have waited? Would you rather have a 2/3 on turn 3 or a 3/4 on turn 4?
The 2/3 stops him from attacking, right?
I guess.
Like, especially when your opponent's curving out better than you are.
But Bryn can hit a 5-drop now if it's colorless. I don't know if there are any.
Do you have any Kozilek's Channelers?
No, I let it go. Oh, he's got his drone there.
Yeah. This is like looking mediocre for Andrew.
For Andrew, yeah. Well, he's got all his mana fixed now. He's got a
Evolving Wilds.
Evolving Wilds. Why don't they bring in Terramorphic Expanse anymore. Why don't they get Terramorphic Expanse? They made Evolving Wilds. It's the exact same card, just different name. It's a functional reprint.
I think they like the idea of Evolving Wilds better than Terramorphic Expanse.
Liberal science propaganda. Evolving Wilds. Oh, Darwin. Sifter. Oh no, Vampire Envoy. That's pretty good. It's a 1/4 with flying. Whenever it becomes tapped, he gains 1 life.
Yeah.
Not so good at attacking. Much better at cohorting.
Yes. Very good cohorting.
Yeah.
It's especially with that whole like vampire ally sub theme,
yeah,
where they all like drain or
just for the purposes of Andrew's tutoring at the end of the turn with his he's trying to cheat his Gideon to the top of his deck. I mean, end of Bryn's turn here with his Evolving Wilds. What does Bryn have in his hand? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He effectively has 7 mana if it's a colorless spell. So. What is that? Oh, he's got that sorcery that bounces too and then draws him a billion cards.
And then draws him a billion cards.
But he's nowhere near casting it because it's not colorless, which is kind of awkward. Saddleback Legak.
That is a very good card. I never ever want to see
Andrew's being a scrub and trying to put both of his counters on the Vampire Envoy because he does not know how mechanics in this set work. Now he's trying to put on the Legak because he does not know that sport cards cannot support themselves. Andrew, why are you so bad at this game? He attacks Bryn for 2 in the air.
Gains a life.
And gains a life.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate for Andrew. The fact that he doesn't understand the rules of the game.
He just made so many mistakes in such a small amount of time. If Bryn just played a land, right? He just hit a land. So he can undo a lot of the work if he hits that enough mana for that bounce spell. He can bounce those counters.
Yeah, you.
And he just hit the Tightening Coils on the Envoy, so it's not gonna.
That's kind of it for the Envoy. Like, he can gain a life in the air, but...
Well, not in the air, because it loses flying.
Oh, yeah, he can gain a
life.
He
can suicide in to gain 1 life.
Well, no, it's still a 0/5.
Oh, I guess. From Beyond for Andrew.
That card is...
He gets a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion token, and he can pay green and 3 to sacrifice the enchantment and tutor his library for...
2 mana.
2? 1 in a green?
1 in a green.
Ugh.
But you sack it.
Yeah, and then you put in your hand or on top.
Put in your hand.
A colorless creature. Hey!
No, Eldrazi card.
Oh, it's specifically Eldrazi. Okay.
Like,
no
you could find like a tribal sorcery though, is the thing. Like
ooh, so I can sack my From Beyond and find my All Is Dust?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how I wish that they'd kept tribal for Eldrazi?
Yeah, it's so frustrating. Like, so many cards. Can you imagine just like if they just put tribal Eldrazi on like all of the...
Yeah.
Yeah. All the Devoid cards?
I really liked tribal as like a super type. Was it kind of super type?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was clean. I don't know.
They didn't like the whole giving creature types to spells because it interacted poorly with a lot of the other mechanics that they made, and as part of the New World Order, you can't have that.
He's playing that Screecher Drone or whatever. It 1 in a colorless. Target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Man, Andrew's just got all the draining effects.
Andrew just loves being on stream, hey?
And he casts a Jiraga Invoker. You can pay 8 colorless, 8 generic, into it to give it +6/+6 and trample. Scour from Existence and Grasp of Darkness in Andrew's hand. So he's just sitting on some sweet removal.
That's fair. Like, the last game you saw so many big creatures out of Bryn's deck, you probably just wait to see one again. Especially if you're Scour, like you don't want to spend 7 mana to be down a bunch of mana.
Hopefully Bryn is able to draw his Dispel in time for that Scour.
Yes.
In case he casts one of his big Eldrazi spells. Yeah. That'll be pretty clutch if he's able to protect it with the Dispel. That could be a game decider. What does he have in his hand? I wish people would cheat their hands out a little bit more. Like, your opponent's not going to see it.
I was trying to. I don't know if I did or not.
He's still got the Scour and the Grasp of Darkness in his hand. Can he cast it? Yeah, he does have double black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's counting up his Scour from Existence mana. And he can, because he does have Eldrazi Scions that he can sacrifice to produce 1 colorless mana.
Yeah, he can.
There's nothing relevant on the board, though, that's worth scouring. He's waiting for a Breaker of Armies or
and even if you want to pressure them, like pressure your opponent by changing the stale board state, you can do it on the end of his turn. Like, you're not doing it right away anyways.
there's what is he playing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 8. He dropped.
No.
Oh, he's making that unblockable and activating its ability.
Yeah. It's going to
grasp it.
Grasp it.
He had the dispel. How much is that? 5. Andrew takes 5. That's a pretty good hit. I drain for 1.
Relevance. 17 all.
I don't know. I guess it's just a good rate just to waste his removal card. Like he doesn't know he has a bigger removal card in his hand.
Yeah.
Would you always protect it with the dispel there?
I think so. Like if he's that afraid of it to remove it, even if he has a second removal spell, 1 for 1ing him here, keeping him off doing anything else this turn, because he presumably has an instant. Otherwise, he wouldn't have passed with 7 mana up. Yeah. So I think that's a good call on Bryn's part. Oh.
Drana's Emissary, so we can get more life total changes. Beginning of Andrew's upkeep, he gains 1 life and Bryn loses 1 life.
He gets a 1/1 and gains a life and loses life.
So he just got all the upkeep triggers.
It's like me when I play Shamans.
He's got Gideon in his hand. He's got Gideon and Scour.
He doesn't have the second white.
He doesn't have the second white source. Hopefully he just loses to his deck, because I hate Andrew.
Don't we all?
How much is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Bryn can cast that Bowden spell.
Yes.
And draw it. I think that's probably what he's going to be doing here, actually. Oh no, he's still going on the unblockable.
Yeah, like you just can force damage through. There's no reason not to. Like if you bounce, you're gonna blow your whole turn. When you're the aggressor, like just stay on the aggro, and then if you need to, you can come back.
And I bet they can infiltrate.
Yeah, no, he's just he can be aggressive.
I don't even think.
I think he drained twice because he had 2 colorless.
You think he did it twice?
Yes.
Nope. So I'll take 1 more off Bryn. I don't even know if this Gideon is that backbreak. Well, if you emblem it, it's pretty big.
Yeah, like if he can.
And then it was upkeep, so he lost another one. Christ, I hate Drana's Emissary officially.
You hate so much.
And he's attacking for 2 in the air.
Yeah.
Bryn doesn't have anything to block. He has the kites, or the...
He didn't block. He didn't block.
That's odd.
Not really. Like, you just throw away your Pilgrim's Eye.
He's got a containment membrane.
He's more worried about just pushing enough damage through.
6, 7. So he does have enough mana to, and the Scions obviously. He left Scour from existence up. Although to be fair, he can't cast a Gideon, so it's not like he was choosing to leave it up.
He drew Blighted Woodland, which means at the end of the turn he can find the 2 lands, which is probably what he's going to do. He'll just drain twice and then find a white. And
well, he can drain twice if he wants to activate the Woodland.
No, he can, because he has a Waste and a Blighted Fen.
Wait, how much does it cost to activate the Woodland?
4.
Does it only cost
3 and a green?
No, but to activate the ability, is it only 1 color?
3 and a green.
No, on the...
Oh, yeah.
Is it just 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gross. I thought it was 1 in a colorless.
No.
So he's taking 1 and then 5. He's taking 6. He doesn't want to blow the Scour on that thing.
Which is fair. You already saw 1 dispel. Like, the likelihood of seeing another one is the same as seeing the first one.
Bryn's going to bounce his... Oh, no. He's containment membrane.
That doesn't shut off the abilities, right?
Drain for 1. I'm going to drain for 1. He's just draining for 1.
No, he's searching for 2 lands.
Is he looking for a set? No, they come in tapped. So he only drained for 1.
He didn't drain. He used that mana to search for a land.
Now the drain happens. So he tutored for plains, right?
Yeah, he found a plains and a mountain.
Okay.
He got all his colors, so now he can unified front for 4. Which is the only reason that mountain's in there.
There is unified front there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it's good with Gideon, but what isn't?
Yeah. Well, like, the unified front is just good enough on its own. Like, 4 1/1s on 4 is really good.
Is Bryn freaking dead if he just drops Gideon in emblems? With all those Scions?
He might
1,
be.
2, 3, 4 can attack plus that dude.
So that's
5.
8.
Oh, he's dead. If
Yeah. All he has to do is drop Gideon emblem,
and he's done.
Yeah, he's got him. And like, even after blocks, he can just like exile. Yeah, like after blocks, sack all my scions, drain you, kill you.
Andrew's looking to throw away a game that's won. Is he looking to do this without dropping the Gideon?
No. He's counting. He's doing the math that we already did.
Yeah.
He's making the emblem.
Yeah, he's making the emblem.
He sees it.
And Bryn is as dead as all hell. Yep. Chalk went up to the good guys?
To the Andrew? Is he dead here?
Oh, he's...
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
No, he's super dead.
No, Bryn was just like, Bryn. He'll sit there until there's absolutely... Yeah. See you, Jackstar.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, but Bryn... Bryn likes to sandbag sometimes, and it's like, does he have it? Because it's Bryn.
The problem that Bryn had there in that game was that he didn't draw a lot of action. Like, he had a really nice curve out with mana accelerants, but he didn't hit... He has 4 fatties. He has one Deathless Behemoth.
Oh, there we go.
2 Rune Processor.
Rune Processor was not the next card, but the card after.
Yeah.
2 cards down.
And
so if he would have done the bounce spell, he would have had the Rune Processor that turn.
Yeah.
And then next turn, he wouldn't have died if he would have done the bounce spell because he wouldn't have attacked. And then he could have blocked, played the Rune Processor.
He attacked again instead of playing
the bounce spell, which is...
I think you got to respect the top deck Gideon. Or if your opponent's on 1 planes, you got to be like...
Just grabbing my apple.
Oh, Justin's just grabbing his apple.
I
Do
licked
you
it a bunch.
want to sit in and be third mic?
Sure, I can be... Oh, no, I'm talking to Travis. Not
All right, well, you go talk to your friend Travis.
I want him to, so you know.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
The deck is like nothing I build, and it's interesting to play, so that's exciting.
Yeah. It's very controlling. I like it.
Yeah.
They are shuffling up for game 3 here. This is one for all the marbles.
Whenever I do the D100 when I'm at home watching, I always get like, 98. I'm just like, damn it.
So, what does each one of these guys need to do? I think Andrew has to end the game fast. Not fast, but faster than Bryn.
I think what Andrew needs to do is dodge Bryn drawing more than 1 fatty. Because he can slog through 1, but as we saw in the first game, Bryn landed 2, and that was it.
Yeah.
Even when Andrew had a really strong curve to start with. Mm-hmm. Like, it's going to be... It's an uphill battle for Andrew, I think, through all stages of the game.
Yeah. I think, Bryn needs to hit his fatties. It's also, I think it's fairly relevant that Bryn will be on the play, obviously, for game 3 here. That he get an early processor.
He got Wandering Fumarole and his mount again.
so he can reap the benefits of those rune processors. Like 5 life is not insignificant.
Especially...
He's got the Benthic or the Mist Intruder, so that's very good.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a turn 2 Mist Intruder. That's sweet.
Yeah, I think Andrew's mulliganing here. But furthermore, on your point, like I think it is key for Bryn just to ride his mid-game transition.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
And he also has the Herald of Kozilek in his hand, so that'll help him out.
Oh, there you go.
Although I wonder if Andrew took out all of his complete disregards.
I didn't see what he took out, but I saw he took out 1 card.
I don't know if do you ever take out complete disregard?
I don't think you can. Like, you just need to respect all the early stuff.
Some
it's like Evolving Wilds, a Lagak, a Grub.
A Grub, a Lagak. It's okay because he's got a Plains and Evolving Wild, so he's set up.
Yeah, Zendikar has awesome names for cards.
Why would you play your
Evolving Wilds first?
Yeah.
Well,
if you're getting a free look with your Scry, turn.
He's just. If you scry to the bottom, then it doesn't matter.
Why is he playing the Merfolk on turn 2? Why isn't he playing the Mist Intruder?
Because Bryn is Bryn?
I don't know. That seems really bad.
It does.
You can just start getting in for 1. And
I think the ingest is more key there.
Yeah.
Than getting in for 1.
He could start ingesting. What is he doing? Is he just thinking he's just going to start beating in for 2 instead of 1?
He might be, based on his hand, think he's more aggressive here.
Like he gets to play Herald next turn and then follow it up. No, Herald costs 3, so he can't play a Mist Intruder.
He doesn't know Andrew's hand, so.
But
I agree. I think he should have played the Mist Intruder there.
When don't you play Mist Intruder turn?
I think it should have been Mist Intruder there.
Like, because now, like, his Merfolk is a 2/1, right? Or, not, excuse me, not his Merfolk, that Grub is a 1/1, right? And his Merfolk is a 2/1. So he can, if he played the Mist Intruder, he could have just gotten in for 1 incidental point and ingested. And it would have hit the land that he tutored on top.
But then if you're Andrew, you don't run that into it.
No, you're Andrew, so you're stupid, so you do it.
So I guess this is true.
You're like, oh, I'll put my land on top, and then you like exile your
exile the thing you were looking for. This is a fun game of Magic.
Now he now he gets to play Mist Intruder for 1 because he has Herald, and he gets to exile the top card of Andrew's library. That'd be great.
I guess. Sears
Lantern.
Lantern, yeah.
Not bad.
3 mana, add a colorless.
So
2
now
to scry.
he's got a decent clock of flyers going on.
Yeah, Crumbling Vestige.
What's up, Dark Sight?
From Beyond.
Yeah.
That's and then he can curve it into the Sentinel into his hand, if he wants to.
What has he got? Bryn's got another. He's got two islands in his hand. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Hopefully Andrew just incidentally ingests the Gideon. That'd be so funny.
Ingest and
he hit the
Brood Watcher. Brood Monitor, right?
Yeah. That's not a bad card to hit.
It's a very good card.
Especially when he's got a From Beyond, where it's going to just ramp out for freaking cheap.
Yeah.
What is that called? What of Emrakul?
I can't.
It's not Herald.
I don't know.
Chad, if anyone can help us, what is the 3/4 for 4 that is something of Emrakul? Emrakul's what? Something of Emrakul. God, this is going to drive me nuts. Andrew's already he's sacking a Scion to make the 3/3 Vigilant Flyer.
You could always check on the internet.
God, I do not want to multitask on this. I'll break it.
Okay.
I have zero
trust with your capabilities?
No, I don't. I use a Mac. So
that just means you're good at computers.
Andrew effectively shut off the air attack, so Bryn's just going to make his 3/4 unblockable and crash in on the ground. I guess if he's got no relevant plays, he's just going to keep on putting on the pressure.
Yeah, like you just force damage there.
Yeah.
Is that 2 more grubs?
I don't think those cards are good.
They're actually very necessary in that deck because he's got like double green, double black, white black, and double white. No, he is. He has 1.
Oh god.
Oh no, that's a Lagak.
A Lagak.
That's bad.
For Bryn.
For Bryn, that's very bad.
So now he's got a 4/4 Vigilant Flyer and whatever the fuck that Eldrazi thing is.
Looks like he took it.
He's swinging at 4 Vigilance in the air.
Yeah.
So Bryn needs that bounce spell, or one of his Fatsos.
So what are we going to have Travis and Andrew in here next?
We'll figure that out.
Alright.
Kite Sail Scout, or no, Pilgrim's Eye.
Pilgrim's Eye. Exile a card from the top of your library. What was that?
I don't know. That's actually a very funny interaction that the artifact actually triggers the Eldrazi.
Ooh, we found the mountain.
Well, he already has the...
Well, no, but he wants to turn it on.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I guess that's highly relevant. You can't turn it on. Well, you can turn it on with itself and then it's tapped.
Woo! Wee!
It's... Yeah. It comes up, I guess. It's a thing.
It might. It seems better than finding the swamp you don't need.
And you can chump block the 4/4 for 1 turn, which isn't bad.
No, because it doesn't have flying.
No, the Pilgrim's Eye. The Pilgrim's Eye can
gotcha.
block the Ghostly Sentinel.
Gotcha.
4 points is not incidental.
That is in fact 5 turns.
So saith Patrick. 5 points is not incidental. No, 4 points, excuse me.
Let's just hope he draws no more draining cards, because they're all awful.
What is that? Oh, in their Ruin in their Wake? God, this deck is playing a lot of mana fixing.
It is.
He has a Grub and a Lagak.
But it's like four. It's 3.5 colors.
Ruin in their wake. And he gets to put it into the battlefield untapped because he controls a waste.
Yeah.
Value.
Got there.
Remember when Rampant Growth didn't... Oh no, it was on tap. Remember when Rampant Growth didn't have any like weird, like annoying stipulations? Like, you have to control this. Remember when Rampant was just like 1 and a green, get a land, put it on the battlefield tapped.
You remember when your elves, like your
Cost
mana
one?
elves, cost 1?
Fuck.
Thank you, wizards.
Back in my day, we had 1 mana planeswalkers and they tapped to add mana, drain my opponent, and do this.
And gain me life if I want to. They were also really good at exiling things from my opponent's
I
graveyard.
wanted to play graveyard strategies because I had incidental hate.
But everybody needed to play this even in the graveyard decks because it was so powerful.
He's got Cryptic Cruiser. That one's, he gets, he gets to return a thing to, what does Cryptic Cruiser do? I'm gonna have to Google this motherfucker.
You had this the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you just do that?
I don't know.
Find this Emrakul thing.
No.
We need chat. Chat, you need to find the name of this 3/4 red Emrakul guy.
Cryptic Cruiser, he can pay 2 and a blue, target opponent own, put a card an opponent owns from exile into that player's graveyard, tap target creature. Oh, it's a tapper. It processes to tap. So he can tap down the Ghostly Sentinel. Oh, and then he can follow it out with a Containment Membrane. Oh, combo!
Wombo. It looks like that might be what... Oh, wow. Another Saddleback Lagak. I don't...
So he has to tap that thing down now.
He does.
Yeah, he
This
can't,
is...
he can't take another hit from it.
This is not looking good.
But if he does draw the Containment Membrane, that is pretty dope. If he can tap it down with the Cryptic Cruiser and then follow it up. How many cards does Bryn have in hand? Fatso's trying to decide where his other counter is going. He's putting on a Grub, making a 2/2. I don't know if a 2/2 is 2.
What a grub.
Hey! Lentini007, thanks for the follow. I'm sure Justin would appreciate it. I don't give a fuck. Not to be rude. This isn't my jam. I just like Magic.
Yeah, Magic is fun.
Magic is fun.
I usually say that after being a jerk and being awful, but...
Bryn is processing to tap down the Ghostly Sentinel because 5 flying vigilant damage is really good. Let's see if he has the Containment Membrane. Did he draw it?
Did he just rip it?
Did he rip it?
Did he actually just rip that?
Oh! Do it! Do it!
No.
Oh, did he draw the tap spell? Or the bounce spell, excuse me. 3. Oh. I saw a blue card.
Yeah, me too. He's like so good at like hiding it.
He's getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 in the air.
And 1 in gesture.
That's the road to victory for Bryn here.
Because he can, now that he's got ingest, he can keep tapping down that Ghostly Sentinel.
Yeah.
But once again, we're in one of those board states where if Andrew rips a Gideon, it's just game over.
Yeah, like...
It's like, what a fucking broken card.
Yeah. It's...
Yes, Chad. The 3/4 Emrakul creature from Battle for Zendikar. It's a common. We need to know what is the other part of the name. It's something Emrakul. Yep, it's a 3/4 with trample.
It's red. It's trample.
It's a common 3/4 red devoid trampler.
Yeah.
And it has Emrakul in the name.
Yes. Just type in Emrakul and it'll come up eventually.
Does he have another fucking Grub to tutor up basic lands?
Well, that's all. Yeah, but that's literally his whole deck. So he's like, this is him thinning his deck to find the Gideon fast.
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna thin it out and find frickin' he's gonna thin out the gas at the top, and then Bryn's gonna ingest it with this frickin' Mist Intruder. I don't know. Bryn once again tapped down the Ghostly Sentinel, so he doesn't take 5 to the face.
He doesn't get 5 to question.
Hey, I want to 5 you a question. What's Bryn thinking about doing here? Is there anything he has?
He's considering to tap another thing.
Yeah.
But it's not actually relevant because he can just keep hitting him for 4.
Yeah.
He's putting Andrew on a very real clock.
And what does Bryn draw? He is in top deck mode. He's not going to show us.
Because why would he show us?
He's going to form a question. And ingest. Oh, he drew something. Benthic Infiltrator. That's
okay.
He's like, I'm still convinced he's almost dead to a Gideon top deck.
He is. He is basically dead. Drain. Twice.
Brain to 14. Andrew to 8. Not irrelevant, because it does... Probably buys Andrew one more turn.
Yeah, the next time he does it...
It'll buy him a turn.
No, he needs to do it 3 times more to buy him a turn, because...
Well, he's swinging for 5 now.
Yeah, because of the Benthic Infiltrator. Yeah. So he does need to do it a couple more times to buy turns. But he can use the Eldrazi spawn.
Is he doing fucking Gideon math? Oh, God, I'd hate that. I'd hate that if he was just doing Gideon math. It's just like herd or...
No, that's Wasteland Straggler.
Oh. Does Brain have anything in exile?
I think what he's doing is he's doing drain math. Because if he can deal enough damage to Bryn, like if he can just force through a few damage, he might have Bryn within drain territory because of all the Eldrazi Scions.
And Bryn is just counting on blockers because he's thinking about alphaing.
Yeah, which is probably pretty real here. So he's gonna tap under the thing. He can untap, tap 2 more.
Vestige of Emrakul. Thank you so much, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, he's thinking about going for the alpha. Only card in BFC block that has Emrakul in the name?
Yeah. Isn't there like Hand of Emrakul too?
No, that was from Rise of Eldrazi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was a 7/7 where you could stack 4, not Scions, Spawn. Instead of paying the 7 mana cost.
See, I wish they would have just like kept it Spawn. But I guess making them 1/1s makes them relevant on the attack.
When they're 0/1s, it just seems like they're just slowing down the game.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. The way Rise worked out a lot, you did not expend them ever. They were always just mana, right? Like it was basically just like having Lotus Petals. So you never wanted to block with your Lotus Petal.
Yeah.
Like taking 2 damage is less relevant than like doing whatever.
So Bryn is making 2 creatures unblockable with his Merfolk. He's making...
Or did you just tap down things?
He made the Cryptic Cruiser unblockable with the Merfolk.
That's 8. And you can drain though.
Yeah, that seems odd.
8. He's forcing Andrew to drain.
Yeah.
Or like scour. Depending if he has
maybe
or
we
not.
got the life totals wrong. Sludge Crawler. Trigger. Exile.
Maybe we did get the life totals wrong.
Just for the... We'll say he's at 1.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Huh. Where did we mess up?
What did he... 1, 2, 3... He tapped down 8 mana. So he made that unblockable. What else? Like, why didn't he make this unblockable and tap it and just kill him? What are we missing?
Oh, it's the Invoker. So it is 8 to make it unblockable.
Pardon?
Isn't that the Invoker, the blue Invoker?
There's no blue Invoker.
Oh, I don't know.
There's only green and red Invokers.
Oh yeah, because it's not Rise of the Eldrazi.
Stop playing it out of the field.
I'm bad at Magic, okay?
No, these people, these awful people who are playing draft right now.
Well, this is why this format isn't the best.
It's fine. I like
I don't like Stolen Magic.
Oh fuck! And he doesn't have mana to tap down the.
I'm pretty sure he drained like 3, but anyways, I think we're just gonna let them decide when somebody dies because we've missed so much.
He's got a Wasteland Strangler. I don't know. Invoker. I think he's dead.
Yeah.
Even though we have the life total. Apologies, viewers, that we lost track of the life totals. Oh, he does have enough mana because he can tap the drone.
I don't think Andrew has any Eldrazi to search either. Like that From Beyond is basically just like.
Well, he had the Wasteland Strangler, but that's his hand.
Yeah, but like you wouldn't want to search that anyways because you don't have any processors.
How did he? No. He had the complete disregards. That's how he processed. Okay. Yeah. Against me. When I was all like, support guy. He's like, complete disregard, follow up with a Strangler. I was like, oh fuck.
Straight value.
It was terrible. It looks like Andrew's just going to go for a punt alpha swing here. I think he's just kind of counting up. I think, what else can you do? He's dead. Bryn is lining up the chumps.
Bryn's like, I'm going to move these things that are going to hit you next turn out of the way. Yeah, I don't need this Herald of Kozilek anymore.
Nope.
That Vestige of Emrakul.
He's getting for 1/2 silence and a grub for 3. And draining him for 1.
Yeah, but I think we missed like 3 drains. I'm pretty sure he drained 3 at the end of last
Draining
turn.
him for 2.
Draining for 2 now. But like, he drained him for 3 last turn, didn't he?
I'm not too sure.
At the end of the turn, because he like tapped out all his mana and then sacked 2 Scions.
So then those 2 trade. And Bryn takes 3 from these unblocked creatures.
That's what it looks like.
And then Bryn is just pointing out to him how dead he is on the crackback.
Yeah.
He's like, Judge,
you're dead.
This is good. Judge, you're dead.
He's gonna show him. Did you like?
I had these.
Yeah, look what I had.
I had all these cards.
Look at how good at Magic I am.
Yeah, Andrew's dead.
Yeah. They're talking about how dead Andrew is right now.
Bryn is just trying to emphasize just how dead he is. And, yeah.
Well, no, he tapped down his last blocker because Andrew was like, wow, I have a blocker, I'll stay alive. No, he tapped down the blocker. Now he's like, oh, this is...
God, this is just terrible. Look at this board state.
This is
absolutely... You're dead. You're dead. Scoop it up, buddy.
I think we're really off on the life totals, though. So he might not be dead.
Oh God, but there's no way he doesn't. Like, look how much Bryn has.
Yeah, there's no way he can come back.
There's no way he can block that much damage. Like, and he's tapped on mana. He's not doing any like, oh, what's that crappy prevent all damage? Fucking circling fissure or some shit. What is Bryn gonna do to rub it in? He's like, he doesn't even have a blocker.
Oh, he's gonna
activate the fumarole. And then he can pay to activate.
He does have a blocker, apparently.
There he goes.
Yeah, finally. Jeez.
He was so dead. That was Bryn in 2.
Bryn in 3.
Oh, in 3. Excuse me. Let's have a look here. What did Judge you say? 4 or 8? God, what if I break it? Oh, I did it!
Oh, luck.
My prominent nipples.
So our brackets.
So let's just add these up. Because I'm terrible at this. Andrew, Bryn, Tim, Tarvis, Patrick, Judgy, and then we'll see who has what. Justin has 1, 2, 3. Patrick has 1. I'm doing so bad. Tim has...
How's Chapin?
It's alright.
Not bad at all.
Tarvis has 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, seems to be pretty
I
good.
lost to Judging 3.
Yeah, I already got that. Okay. And Bryn has... Hey, Bryn, way to go. I built you a good deck. Kick his ass.
I mean, like, he kicked his own ass.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
If I only didn't play that guy, then Marnie's guy won.
Yeah.
How so?
What's the
Because
next?
he attacks and drops me to 1, him with, like, best
Yeah, if I
blocks.
would have had one more mana, I could have.
If you had one more mana, he could have...
So the...
So Andrew did exactly what we said he was going to do,
So,
which was alpha punt.
What's the next feature?
Alpha strike punt.
It was really close.
We were so off on life totals. It's not even funny. We're like, oh, Andrew's just dead here, and then it was like, no. Okay, now he's draining
the
him.
finals should be like if we're going by standings, it's gonna be Bryn versus Justin for the final.
Yeah, at least the Bryn in the finals. That's life.
And then we'll just switch it up. So you two on commentary, and me and Tim will go play.
Sure.
Travis, I added this. So if you want to switch to magic mode, you'll press the 8.
Yeah.
And then to go back into this cam, you'll press 4.
Yeah, I could take my deck apart again.
No, we can play other rounds too, right?
Time to get a watch. Oh, got there.
Unless you want to leave.
No, I'll play now.
No, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. This all makes sense, right? Look at my math. I went to art school.
Well,
Yeah, it shows.
It was gaining a lot of life, so they had a hard time keeping track.
Hey everybody. So, for our last round, looks like we're going to be having, what was it, Judgy and Bryn facing the finals. If history's any indicator, Bryn's going to win.
Can you hit the one to change it over? Georgie, put the bottom to the right.
Update this stuff on here.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, that looks
Two.
It is Link hoodie.
Yes, it is Link hoodie. I'll show it to you as soon as I get these life tools and stuff all fixed. So I can... No. Yeah. Yeah, see?
No, I had
Nice little Wind Waker belt. Shield and sword on the back. It's pretty fancy.
I could not try this to save my life. I was only in that game because I had the this guy. And I was doing it for at least 2 a turn. Yeah, and then I was just...
You know what? Close the door actually. Real quick. Don't forget about your mic.
I'd rather just rip it off.
Yeah, if you could not. Have to tell Judge you fucked up.
They want to start? I think so, they know.
Well, yeah, they can go whenever. I don't care. They know we're here. Yeah, I spent most of that period talking to Judgy about stuff.
Did he crush you?
Oh no, it was very, very close.
In 3?
Yeah. Game 3 came down to I forgot to scry, or I mistapped and couldn't scry with my lantern at the end of the turn.
So you missed
Which would
right
have
too?
me, yeah, which let me scry into Anticipate, which would have found me an Oblivion Strike to get rid of his Rune.
I had no reason to play the Oran Reef guy in main phase, and I did. And then I wasn't able to sack the Eldrazi to ping him for 1 more when he was at 1.
Ah, you fool.
Yeah. Dumb. That's...
Change the name.
Yeah, I'm not in 2 places at once.
Brennan's still playing though.
Yeah, but is that Bryn? In Bryn's spot? I think so. Yeah, it is.
It is?
I think so.
Kind of.
Yeah, those are definitely not the sleeves Bryn had. I'd really like to play Ben's Power Cube here.
That'd be cool if we could get over here. How'd you like the deck so far that I built you?
It's not my kind of deck.
Yeah,
It's
I know,
way
the deck you built me
too-
isn't either. You have 3 shoot creatures for me.
I don't know, the mana base was all over the map. If it worked out, great, it worked out. Wasn't...
Yeah, I tried.
This From Beyond was good.
Yeah. How'd the game work out?
Gideon was Gideon. Did some good stuff. I don't know. I guess you didn't need the island as much as I thought you would.
It was just there. You're
It
like,
wasn't-
hey, I have
it
an evolving
wasn't-
bots and nothing
It
else
just
yet.
didn't seem too fast. I mean, the games like Crush Patch were because they went complete disregard into Wasteland Strangler, but I couldn't do that against Bryn. He just had fat toughness, guys. So I died.
Oh, they're all in Pilgrim's Road. It's gonna die historic. Chad, the rules are just them rolling to see who goes first.
Why are they 2 different streams?
It's on delay.
So which one's the live one?
That one.
Oh, okay.
That's what we see. That one's what they see.
So our commentating is going to be in the future for them?
No, it's matched up.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they're hearing with us. That's just what the stream says.
They're crazy.
Well, looks like they're both leading off with some irons.
Why so many rolls? I
Judgy.
don't know. They might have been playing 6s, which is a stupid game I made up where you just roll dice and whoever has the most 6s.
Yeah, it's
We basically do it on here because it confuses people. But
Mist Intruder coming down for Bryn. solid 1/2 with flying and ingest.
And that's a 3/2 with devoid, and does it have ingest, that thing?
Yeah, Dominator drone. It doesn't have ingest, but you can, when it comes to play, no, it has ingest, I think. And when it comes to play, if you have not caused creature, you have an opponent lose 2 life. Rain cracks for 1, and exiles a card with that ingest trigger, follows it up with a stupid drone judging play against me. It's 3 mana, 2/3. When it attacks, you pay 1 colorless to get another creature flying.
Well, that made combat math easy for us.
Yeah, Bryn's willing to trade that off pretty quickly. Chad, if you're not quite sure what's going on in the Magic games, I'm not sure how much you pay attention to it. But and for the rest of chat, Judging are going to be putting together a little introduction to Magic video in the next day or 2 here, hopefully, and get that up on the YouTube channel for you guys.
I can't remember what that stupid thing does.
Oh, that thing. He can process a card, and if he does, he has to return an instant sorcery. Blade Cataract coming down, Judgy. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Walkie Talkie. On Justin's behalf, as this is
Take 1. Justin
his stream.
17.
17. Is Willick way less exciting than the pre-cons we did. So much less for me to talk about.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think the best one we did was the cube so far.
Yeah.
I guess we can't really play H unless they get a really wide, really powerful camera.
Yeah, and unless we're doing 1v1, even that would be so much card explanation.
What the heck is that? Oh, that's the. What is that thing trying?
Thanks again, Walkie Talkie.
Bryn takes 2 or.
Oh yeah, that thing. It makes him exile 2 cards from his hand and he loses 2 life. It's down to a single card, which doesn't bode well for him. So he's gonna pass the turn back, looks like.
There's a lot of blue black. I built you blue black.
Yeah, I noticed everyone was playing blue or black, I think.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I'm surprised there wasn't more red. I'm surprised it wasn't a green-red deck.
That's a really good card. Oh, it got ingested.
Yes, that's unfortunate. Justin gets dinged for another 1 from that missing trigger. Another ingest trigger. And I think Justin's got too much going on here.
He might end up turn crack that land to draw 2 cards.
No, he needs 6 for that.
Right.
So I hit from the missing trigger. He is sitting on like the draw 2 cards and instant speed. He might
He's lost some really good cards to ingest.
Yeah.
And Bryn drops a 7. Yeah. 8/7 or 7/8? 7/8.
7/8. That's big. And it puts
And
him up
he's
5 life.
yeah. So that's the thing. Isn't Bryn at 23? Didn't he take 2?
Oh yes, sorry.
Judgy draws 2. Probably assume end of turn.
Yeah. On top for his turn. Thanks, past people. Have a good night. Hopefully see you back here soon.
The witch is winning.
Yeah.
So if he's calling him a witch, we obviously know that person.
I don't know. Dylan said that he was gonna just get drunk and watch.
Yeah, so it's obviously someone we know, I think.
Yeah.
Or they also just know that he's a witch by not knowing him, which is a thing.
It's a Hedron Crawler. It's gonna produce some Carlos mana for him. Not too much else going on.
So you see to me he's taking 1? Is he passing? So I'm not drinking. So is that Dylan?
I guess.
No, Andrew. I have.
It's probably just Terminator.
Yeah.
So here's Lantern coming down for Justin, which is pretty poor defense in the face of that 7-8.
Box of O. Take one and adjust again.
Yeah, another ingest trigger.
And another good card.
British just killing with these ingest triggers. Is that even possible?
No, that's freaking. That's Matt. I'll bet you that's Matt.
It's not Matt.
That's gotta be Matt.
It's not Matt.
What?
Matt's this Eljax, or BioLite. It is Judge of the Side flavor reasons.
Who would call me fat? That's pretty hurtful.
Fucking everyone, because you are fat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to comment who Patrick would and wouldn't fuck. Ooh, there's an Eldrazi Devastator coming out for Justin. It's an 8-9 with Trample, going to be solid defense fight against that Rune Processor.
Man. I have no idea who those two people are.
I guess they've got their facts straight.
Maybe? I don't know. That card's really good, and it's gonna fucking take 7. Well, we seem to have been doing it every Sunday.
So yeah, we've been trying to do it.
When Judgy
Not
takes
every
7
Sunday, but,
and gets, 8 goes to 4 by our count.
Yeah. Another ingest trigger.
This is actually Justin's play group. He does a lot of board games on it, but it seems to be we're doing Magic on Sundays.
Yeah, they stream board games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. If you want to check that out, pretty entertaining.
The playing board games is what you'd follow, I think.
Yeah, the playing board game stream, ideally. Not a huge, don't know a ton about Twitch, but. Yes, thank you for the follow, Ramasule, however you pronounce your name. It's like that board got cleared up pretty good.
I'm just not paying attention. I'm still mind-boggled to who those two
Me
people
neither.
are.
I was trying to do a cell lead and it made it sound like I did, even though I didn't know what was
That's
going on.
That's
Thank you.
That's a 10.
Thank you for ruining it, Andrew.
That's what I do. That's a 10-8 trample, isn't it?
It's an 8-9.
Oh, whatever. Just as big.
Justin's grind, garbage to the bottom of his deck. That was not a bad draw. It's a Dread Defiler or whatever. Dread Defiler, is that what it's called?
I don't know. I haven't played. I don't like the stupid format. It's not a good draft format.
It isn't.
When Tim comes back, if we can do triple Innistrad, that would be fun.
Yeah, no, he wants to do double Innistrad Dark Ascension because it's like $15 cheaper. Yeah, let's see our size. We do want to do this semi-regularly, like 2, maybe 3 Sundays out of a month. It's just sometimes it's hard to put together people, and like, you know, if Justin's got something to do, then obviously we can't do it because this is his house and stuff. So here comes that Dread Defiler. Just gonna, you know, can exile cards from Justin's graveyard. Make Bryn lose some life, equal their power. There's a little bit of a clock on Bryn here. Yeah, it's just doesn't have a ton in his graveyard. Most of it's been exiled by that Misintruder.
Looks like Justin's back in this from some miraculous reason.
I don't know, Bryn drew dead for a couple turns there, and Justin drew 8 9s.
Yeah.
That and like 6 8s, I think that is. So that usually does it. 5 9s, whatever that Defiler is. Another land for Bryn. He's gonna. I was gonna exile that thing I couldn't remember his name from that gives creatures flying from Bryn's graveyard. Dreaming for 2.
Is that a quad manta?
Maybe. I imagine we're about to see it in a second here. I think he just needs to commit a little bit more to the board and not just rely on that defiler. Gravity Negator, that's what that card's called, I remember. Yeah, so once again, when he attacks with Negator, he can pay a colorless mana, and if he does, he can give another one of his creatures flying until the end of the turn.
What is it? A Bryn's on the right.
Okay, I don't know.
Is it a slaughter drone? I can't tell.
Cryptic.
That's the thing that screwed me over. He was typing down my 5/5 flyer. It's a very good card. And
it's
it's
going horribly right.
whoa!
Wizard battle!
Yeah, that just happened.
And yeah, Brandon's losing. What scrub?
Yeah.
Obviously, Pilgrim's Road is the little joke we have from back during the Magic Origins draft format, where Brendan and Justin would frequently meet in the finals of our F&M drafts, and both of them would, or Justin would usually lose quite frequently to a card called Knight of Pilgrim's Road. And this is also the time that Mad Max came out about, and said so they say that Jeji died historic on the Pilgrim's Road. Cracking in for like a lot.
That was a good wizard duel. For 8.
Solid 8 points. Ooh. Yeah, that was a great wizard duel. You don't see too many of those playing limited.
How many dispels? 2 and...
I don't know how stupid
It looks like Jeji comes back.
Yeah, I think Justin's got a pretty solid handle on this. I mean, he's still a little bit tedious, or... not tedious. He's just barely holding on with 4 life, but thanks again, Ravisu. I think Bryn's in a rough spot. Caught between some tentacles and some different tentacles.
Wasn't one's not a tentacle monster?
I don't know.
Crypsis and Silica, or whatever it is.
No, there's all.
I think one.
What are all of those? There's a Pinditive for burn on the Grab Negator, so won't be able to get in with that Dread Defiler for free every turn. Pinditive gives creature -6/-0, it makes it lose flying. No, that's not Pinditive. It's what Pinditive should have been.
Yeah, that's, yeah. 0/-6. Good card.
It does do what I said it did.
Patrick's doing alright. I don't think Gideon's worth that much, is he?
Another rune processor for Bryn, putting him up to relative safety of 18 life.
For what?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Let's try around this hill. It's like Bryn's down 2 points there. Let's get into the Dread Defiler.
This Joji, he still has that land. You can sack to draw 2 cards.
Yeah, the Bloody Cataract. Just hanging around. What do you got for us this time? Mindbreaker. There's a process where it burns cards to have them discard a card. That's definitely not so hot for Bryn. Okay. Jeanette Vestige if ever cool. a little bit awkward without any.
We're getting old. I'm sleepy already. It's only 10:14.
You aren't old. You're like almost 30 or something.
Basically. 5 years from 30, but basically 30.
Yeah, you always round up if it's like halfway.
Yes. Then technically I'm 30. So technically you're 20 then.
Yep.
Look at you getting younger.
It's one of the reasons I don't like this format is because it creates some really...
Stalled board states?
Yeah. Brings it down another 3, it looks like.
Who is this Ramsdale guy? Who is this guy? I'm gonna murder him.
Oh, that represents a kind of scary clock for Justin. Oh, he's got the counter spell for it though. Ciano, I don't know a ton about Twitch, but is it okay for me to insult Andrew on the stream? Or is that against the rules as well? Hey, Justin's actually doing something. Coming with his not flying guy, and he's just gonna fly, and that's a very, very dead grab indicator. Very dead grab indicator. Okay. Sounds good, this guy.
Well,
yeah, and that's the game.
That was a thing that just happened.
What do you think that just happened? Are you paying attention? Did he swung with his like non-flying grab indicator, get thing flying, and
I thought Brent had that, and then the table swung pretty quick.
What's that 48? Popping up. Ooh, it's game 1 to Justin. As per usual, I imagine Brendan's going to be taking the play again. This is weird. Justin's up again. Usually Brendan is kryptonite of sorts.
It seems to be that way when they play in draft.
Yeah. Brendan's a very limited player. And so is Justin. I think Brendan's edge just comes from he's been playing for much, much longer than Justin, so...
Who is this Ramsey? He definitely knows
Neither
this.
did he.
No. I gotta find out who it is.
Not on stream. Go in the other room if you're gonna do it. Go message all your friends. It's like probably gonna be a keep coming out of Justin here. And Brendan's not gonna show us. Yeah, he is. Turn 1 sludge collar for Bryn. A little shade action. Get some ingest triggers in, I believe. Just getting in for a single point.
And the ingest begins.
Yep.
And another ingester.
Listen true. Uh-oh, Justin.
Can't play if he doesn't draw good cards.
Can't play if he has no cards to play.
Oh, he's gonna take 2. Yes, I do still have a job.
Yeah, Andrew eats for a living.
Yep. Takes 2, double ingest.
Yep, pumping up that little shade Eldrazi. Get an extra point in there. Justin's gonna have to come up with something on defense here. We should have done deck lists for this. It'd be a lot easier. Something to talk about.
Meh. Oh, there we got some
Sky
blockers
Spawn.
now.
One of the premium commons for Battle for Zendikar. 2-1 flyer that brings a 1/1 Eldrazi spawn with it.
And stops Bryn from
Scion,
attacking.
Sorry. Yeah, completely shut down Bryn's
Oh.
offense.
So 3/4 from
Then
trample.
comes the splash, Vestige Emrakul.
And the attacking begins next turn again.
Yeah, I guess. It's maybe just on the Oblivion Strike.
Oh.
No, he's got Poking for 2.
Would you trade with that 1/2?
I probably would.
Yeah.
Which is weird because Bryn's usually a more cautious player than me. More defensive. Down comes Gravity Negator once again. I'll give that 1/1 flying.
Bam. So he takes 2 trample? He must have, yeah, he forgot he had trample. Just take 3.
Unblocked, yeah. Good choice, Justin.
That's a good one. I really like that card.
It's got a really nice art. Blade Cataract. Out for Justin. It's a land you can pay 6 mana and sacrifice to draw 2 cards.
Really, really good late game.
It's a solid land, so you play for land early game and then just dump it for cards late game. Once you have enough land.
The heck is that one? Discard 2 cards? And take 2?
Yeah, makes him exile 2 cards and he loses 2.
So 16. And it looks like Judgy is going to get beat for 3 again if he can't do anything else.
He did put like the Sky Spawner and the
Bam.
Negator in front of it, but that's probably a poor choice.
Yep, it would be. So I think he's always going to attack with that thing because he can buff it quite a bit now.
He can put it up to, he's got 6 lands, he could put 4 forward.
That's alright.
I think Justin's just going to probably take it. I think he's going to go for it.
I mean, if you just,
in.
I think you just take, well I don't know. Maybe you just block
And
force in a pump, but I don't know. It's either you take more damage or you let him play a spell from his hand.
I think I'd probably put the sign in front of it personally. Force him to put 2 mana into it so you can't play like a 6-drop or something.
I'd almost at this point double block that 3/4.
Yeah,
These
I'd
2
think
dudes
about
and just get rid of it because otherwise you're just gonna, unless you draw removal, it's just gonna slowly kill you.
Not even slowly. Cracks for 3, that's a lot. That's how burn kills you. 3 points at a time.
So it's forced him to pump it at least once. He's gonna keep
He's
it
gonna
alive.
pump it twice to keep it
Yeah.
alive. Yeah. I mentioned Bryn doesn't actually have anything relevant.
Takes
in his
3.
hand.
I can't tell how many cards he has. Maybe
I think he's got
at least 1.
yeah, I think he's got 1 or
Justin's
3
got
to-
quite a bit. He's got a lot of options, and here comes something huge.
7-drop. Root
Can he do it? Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Go up to 16. This is the Titan battle. Clearly because they're in the finals.
Both throwing out their haymakers. No, it's gonna be really scary for Bryn in conjunction with the Gravity Negator. 7/8 flyer is nothing to sneeze about.
Bryn does have that stupid 10/8 that's insane. Like Wrath of Godson force all their creatures to block if they're able.
Oh, the Breaker
Yeah, that thing's insane.
That thing is insane.
Well, that lantern's really good. Really good.
Yeah, a format slow enough that it's usually
Quite
really
relevant.
solid.
And Bryn draws.
Get a couple of scries in.
Yeah, looks like he does only have 2 cards in hand.
So they're a bit of a stance.
Oh, it's gonna play. Yeah. Okay, well that thing is a lot less threatening now.
They can still tap it, it'll die like the first time.
Just gonna scry. Judge's turn.
Look at our professional, semi-professional Magic players misrepresenting board state. Disgraceful.
Can't tell what Judgy has. I just turned my neck as if I can see what was in his hand if I move myself, but screen doesn't allow that.
Not quite used to this yet.
It's like we're kind of hitting a wall until the beats. Take one and ingest. Watch him ingest. Oh, Justin's probably okay with that.
Yeah.
If I was Justin, I would crack the Blighted Cataract in a turn, because if you do that, you still have
Still 7
mana. Yeah.
Still enough for a Devastator, but.
And I think that's what he's gonna do. Yeah.
Just looking for something.
Island. Oh, he's playing a big fat thing.
6 mana. Ooh, a Conduit Rune. Conduit Rune's scary. It's a 6 mana 5/5. And when he plays it, he gets to search his deck for a colorless creature card and put it on top of his deck, I believe. And it makes the first creature spell he plays every turn cost 2 less.
So he didn't
So
search?
he elected not to search, I guess. He scribed like we saw or something? Maybe?
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
I don't know. Yeah, but if he's scrying, he's just losing
Takes
it.
another one.
But wait, did you say that puts
Oh,
it on
yeah,
top of
yeah.
the library? Yeah, he would just ingest it away. Yeah. Derp. That makes a lot of sense.
Don't worry, guys. I know how to read a board state. I'm good at Magic.
What is going on out there? This is Patrick's like
Just watching the game and making a lot
just
of
trying to
noise,
distract them.
which is like all that he usually does. It's about warping whale on Judgy's part. Finally get rid of that Jester.
I think Bryn, if Bryn draws that bounce 2 things, draw 2 cards, that thing's bonkers too.
The thing is bonkers. And like, what would he bounce though? If he bounces a gravity indicator.
You just bounce 2 fatties, it time locks in each one, he has to play it.
Yeah, but if he does that, then like Justin can get search off the conduit.
Yeah, but he still has the ingest thingy.
And he can gain the life. Justin's got warping well though.
Oh, taps, that thing's really good.
Yep. He's gonna tap down a guy and make one of his lands into a 3/3. I lost 2 games to that. It's
Yep.
a really good card.
Is Justin at 13 from that attack? Or did you do that?
I believe I got that one.
Here comes the fat. Looks like this is Bryn's last card. Puts on top of his deck. He's going to gain 5 life. Oh, he's going to counter it?
Yeah, overwhelming denial, I think that one's called.
Wow.
Where counterspell surge costs 2 blue. That's bad for Bryn.
Bryn is... yeah.
It says 7 plus 5 is 12. And 9, so it's a lock in.
Alright, so we assume he's at 4.
Yep.
If our math is somewhat correct.
You usually do okay. It's hard to keep track in here though.
Yeah. It's a lot of land. Oh, there it is.
Justin's gonna...
Is that another counterspell?
Warping Whale! Oh, that's the game that Justin brings keeps up.
Woo, that was funny.
Damn. Warping Whale on a counter target sorcery spell mode. What a game.
Yeah. Justin was...
He was in trouble for a while there, but he pulled it back.
We got a real big Bryn supporter here, and he just let you down.
Yeah, did you want to tell him how you feel? If you got him in here, you could like yell at him for a bit.
Bryn's #1 fan. He's probably got a foam hand. Bryn, you let down your supporter. You got this Ramzul guy's got a. He was your main supporter cheering you, and you just let him down.
Man, that felt filthy.
Oh God.
That you had the Great Wizard Battle game 1.
There was many a wizard battle. So what did we learn, kids? Play Eldrazi. Play blue based.
Played.
Black's also very solid. Very.
Everyone was playing blue or black, I think, right?
No, I wasn't. That's why I won 0 games. And also because Bryn drafted my deck.
What color were you?
It was green-white. With 0 shoulder to shoulders.
See,
or
the problem was that he only drafted like 1.5 colors for you.
Where can everyone be going? Uh-oh. Ramzul's on suicide watch thanks to you, Bryn.
That was a really bad beat for that, especially that bounce spell for Bryn. That he had the warping whale.
The perfect card.
What the fuck?
Warping whale's good. Like that card's really good.
Ramzul guy wants you in the shop more.
More Patrick and shop, please.
Yeah, let's
I don't know who it is, but he said something about you rage fucking me, so he obviously knows us. So.
Yeah, Patrick's fat. Looks like camera adds 20 pounds, that sort of stuff.
20 pounds of muscle.
Nice.
No, he's
it
referring
might
to
just be
me.
Dylan.
No, it's not Dylan. Dylan's the other guy. So I assume
Dylan's a
it's
different one.
Man,
maybe Derek?
Maybe.
Derek, what? I don't know.
I can't breathe. Like it was. I've never played blue-black control before in my life, and it felt good. It felt good.
Control is awesome.
Yeah.
Except Fish, that's the only deck that I usually don't play with. Not Control. It's kind
Tempo
of
and range is where it's at. Tempo in particular.
Combo.
Who is this Namasu fool?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Flip the table.
So that was magic.
That was fun.
There's magic.
That was magic.
So are we gonna try to get Ben in here?
Did you believe in magic?
Definitely a Ben.
And apparently,
Super shiny.
He's talking about
Yep.
you referred to
Tim wants to buy just a plethora of Innistrad cards and do this again.
He's on suicide watch.
Yeah, like next time I'm in town, I can get Innistrad DK for a
Deep format. Deep format is deep.
No, it's not.
It's a very good format.
Or
Nice.
we could play the
Best
best draft
deep
format
format
ever,
She was
Origins.
talking about me being fat.
You'll play Magic Origins.
Don't
Yeah.
point at me!
You know what the best part about Magic Origins is?
No.
That I've never like won one game of
There's
it.
one color.
So, I imagine Andrew, you have to go.
Yeah.
What about you other guys?
I'm good till whenever.
Do you want to maybe have a match like some people who weren't on camera, like you?
I don't want to play this deck ever again.
You can take someone else's deck. We could just play some matches, just if we want to play a little bit more.
I want to play the one that I built for you.
We could play
Oh
Commander.
no. The one that I built for you.
It's trash. No, that's fine.
No, it's not. Yeah, I'll play it.
There's nowhere near enough counter stuff.
Did anyone else not play?
I would love
camera?
to do some more
Just you.
commentary.
I'd like to do more.
I mean, you
commentary
could
as well.
quickly.
I wouldn't
do
mind
my
doing more
deck
commentary.
if you
So
want.
there we go.
All
It's Brennan, Patrick, get out.
I'll watch.
But Bryn has to play the deck he built.
All right.
So that's the thing. Bryn's gonna win because it's a Bryn deck.
I will stay because I can just leave at this. This should be entertaining.
Well, I'm gonna grab the other mic then.
Yes, it should be this one right here.
I'm gonna move this chair around.
Yeah, come on in.
Fuck Andrew.
So do you want to also close the door? And we can go. Of course, one second. Nah, man, they're here for us.
Yeah. You guys
Man.
don't have any snacks, do you?
No, unfortunately not.
No snacks.
No, we've eaten them all.
No,
This
Patrick's
is-
bulking. Like there might be some Greek yogurt, but you have to fight Patrick for it.
he's gonna be cutting soon.
That's not healthy.
He won't listen to me.
Talk
Here you go.
to someone if that's.
I get you.
Is he doing this
All
in
right.
the bathroom?
You're good to
Or
turn
go
on-
the bath first.
You're good to turn on, Tim. So that's the third of these I've won now.
He's 3, right?
Yes, he's 3.
Yeah.
I have to give it up to the deck builders. Justin, when you have a sec, go to the checkout at the Beer Garden update and find the order. I have it on my phone. I will check it. I have to move it away from Tim's mic box. I'm the worst at opening this box. I should go back to camera magic mode. Boom.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can watch them shuffle. Excellent.
Nice.
I'm fairly certain that is the most integral part to Magic.
Yeah, because we see that Patrick pile shuffles.
It is. If you shuffle badly like Patrick does, you lose. Andrew is also bad at shuffling.
I hate pile shuffling.
It's not actually shuffling.
It's not.
Fun fact.
It's not. I agree. I'm in that.
So are the comprehensive rules.
Yeah, no, it's counting.
Yep.
That is what it is.
Yeah, it's just for counting your deck. It's not random. And then there's people who mana weave, and you're like, excuse me, what are you doing?
For people
I
who
don't-
were wondering why it doesn't count, it's because if you are pile shuffling your deck, if you're doing it to break apart clumps of lands, it's not truly
Here, you
land.
can
You're
move
putting a
in a bit
recognizable
more this
pattern,
way, because then
which
we'll
is
get you more on camera.
obviously against the rules. And then if your excuse is that you shuffle it well, riffle shuffling or whatever after, then you're not doing anything. You're wasting it, both your and your opponent's time.
And riffle shuffling is like easy. It takes like no time at all to do like.
Practice.
It is, but like even then, like just a little bit of practice and you're good to go.
Even then, like.
Oh, did I say riffle shuffling? I meant mash shuffling. Mash shuffling is like.
Oh yeah, mash shuffling is easy. Just
Yeah.
get like some not garbage sleeves.
Cough, Patrick, cough.
I don't know what's going on in this box, but it keeps like coming up 48.
Oh, it's because it's when you type on the you might still have it selected when you are.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense. These are neither Bryn nor Justin. That is.
Well, that's Bryn.
And
And there's Patrick.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is. I'm
So just
glad
so
you
everybody,
did well with that deck.
everybody know, just everybody is in on the joke. It's called Pilgrim's Road because the set that I fought Bryn the most in the finals was Magic Origins when we drafted. So there is the Knight of Pilgrim's Road, and every time Bryn would play that card and just destroy me with it.
Yep.
But I beat him in the
You
finals.
can see Bryn's hand here. It looked like
There's
bad
also around the
cards.
time that Mad Max came out, so you would die historic
Glork,
on the
yep.
Pilgrim's Road.
Yep. Sea Otter, I see the Sea Otter. It looks adorable. And there's me and Mike. We did a pledge level, and we're going to be in the game of a game coming out soon.
Oh,
That's
cool.
me and Mike from playing board games.
Who's the dog?
I don't know, the dog's just in between us. It's probably Mitchell. All right.
Yeah, it looks like Mitchell.
Yeah. All right, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Bryn play his deck because Bryn decks are very unique.
They're very Bryn-centric.
They're very Bryn-centric, and he's very good at them.
Yeah, like if it's Bryn playing his deck, then he has like this predetermined notion of all the lines that he wants to play. And if you give it to somebody else, they're like, I have no idea what he wants me to do.
Got a
with
Sludge
this.
Crawler turn
I
1.
can play a Bryn deck okay.
Pardon?
I know how to play 5-card jank okay.
Oh.
Not as good as Bryn, obviously, but.
You don't know how. Okay, you don't know how to draft it.
Oh no.
Yeah, you don't know how to draft it.
No, I can play him okay though.
I can play Bryn decks too, but I think it just takes. You have to be somewhat of a witch.
I prefer red decks mostly. I like lots of lightning bolts, lightning strikes in my decks.
That's the McKindy Aeronaut to block the Sludge Crawler for a bit.
Wanting Funeral for.
Patrick, he splashed the red for the Vestige of Emrakul. I don't know if that's worth it. It's a 3/4 with trample. I don't think, especially in the deck that like Bryn's deck was wanting to get to the rune processors.
Yeah.
He should have had a bit more,
Yeah, he kind of made it somewhat mid-rangey, and I think as a player and a drafter, Patrick gets himself trapped into stuff like that all the time, where he sees cards that are just good value and then he wants to splash them. Oh. Especially when he only has two cards he can get them.
Yeah.
Two red mana in the deck.
And with very, very minimal mana fixing.
That's just it, right? Like there's 2 ways he can cast that card in the entire deck.
Munda's Vanguard was ingested by the Benthic Infiltrator, and that is a very strong card. That's the one where it can, with the cohort, it puts a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Is that Munda's Vanguard?
Yes.
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 No, this format's trash. I played it once.
This is my second draft of the Gatewatch.
I draft on Moto all the time, and I don't care to remember the card names. So
I felt like you guys did when we were doing free cons. I'm like, that's a card that it deals 3 damage apparently when it attacks.
I watch a lot of streamers still because
too. But like even then, a lot of the time I have them on in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate watching Magic streamers just because Moto looks like ass.
It does look.
It's
I'm surprised Andrew's still here too.
Yeah.
It is past his bedtime.
It is past his bedtime.
So Andrew was on Camera Game 2, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here comes the
Benthic
and
Sludge
Crawler.
Sludge Dragon. Sludge Dragon
that's
coming in.
That's is he double blocking? Yeah, I can get behind that double block because he has is that the Netcaster Spider? Or
I think so.
Yeah, and McKindy Aeronaut.
He double blocked.
Yeah, I got the spider.
1 damage.
Yeah, and just trigger.
And it's the Tajuru Pathwarden, I believe that card is called.
You're in Andrew's match. or your and Brent's match was so hard to commentate on because the board's all just set. It was like, yeah, he got 7, 8, and like other creatures, he's got an 8, 9, and they're the one to attack. Good. Judgy drew and play land. Good. Brent drew and play the land. Good. We're now deckless. We can't talk about outs.
It's funny because both the people who built the decks were sitting directly beside the people who were playing.
Yeah. I'm glad I took your deck and got there.
Yeah.
That Dread Defiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Conduit of Ruin. I don't know if you ever just got to like curve Conduit into something, but it's like Conduit into Rune Processor.
Oh yeah, that is great.
Whew.
I'm embarrassed how long it took Andrew and I to realize why he didn't search for the Conduit.
Oh yeah.
I hope Andy's lifestyle was great.
You know, it seems.
Honestly, when we were watching Andrews, we.
Bryn did gain 2. Did you have him gain the 2 from the Courier Griffin?
No, I didn't. Well, that's okay. He's gonna they take 2+.
That's true. So he's taking 3, 4.
So not 2 lost.
Yeah, 16.
Nailed it. Isolation Zone and another spider.
You're just gonna put Gar or the Witch. Sounds about right.
The witch in St. Patty, who must slay the witch for the good of all mankind.
Yeah.
I mean, like, mostly for our entertainment, but...
He's coming in for 5 in the air.
So that's 6, I think.
Oh, he said... yeah, it's 6, yeah. It should be 6. Because the McKindy Griffin. So it looks like now he just realizes he has so many more flyers that he should just be beating face each round because he'll win this race.
Down.
Yeah.
Look, Patrick managed to drop both his mountains.
Yay! He seems to do that every single game. Every single time I see that deck play, it has both red sources.
Yeah.
Patrick's gonna eat his words.
What did he say?
Oh, Patrick said 6, by the way.
Oh, Patrick said 6? Oh, so he's like dead next turn.
Yes. He's dead next turn.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just were talking.
Do you want to also change just the match to match 4? Just so.
No,
Continuity.
Yeah.
Down.
Patrick died.
After opening his mouth about how bad that deck was.
It's the Bryn. He's playing his own deck.
Yeah, he's in his element.
Yeah.
It's like if you had Bryn a good deck, like that mountain deck I play in Modern, he scrubs out with it.
But you actually.
Yeah, like 3 times. Like every time I play it.
Okay, I'm out of here.
All right. See you, Andrew.
See you guys.
Thanks for coming out.
Wednesday?
No, I can't this Wednesday.
Alright, see you guys Wednesday.
See you later,
See you
Andrew.
later.
See you, Andrew.
Man, I love drafting. I love it.
I wish Moto played nicer with OBS because OBS is like the best software.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that it's not nice with Moto.
I like drafting some things.
Hi, Car.
Like, I played through some really good draft formats and some god-awful ones.
Triple Rab is about to come up on Moto.
Oh.
That's there's also 9th edition right now. If you really wanted to say
I'd rather draft those than like fucking Triple Zendikar.
Man, there's Garrick.
Triple Zendikar was pretty bad.
Triple Zendikar was god awful. You were like, hey, you know, I pick this 3-mana 2/2 because it's a 3-mana 2/2, and if I don't, I'm just gonna die.
Yeah.
Like.
That was actually the first draft I ever did was a World Wake draft, and I just like forced vampires because I wanted to build a vampire deck. This was back when I was still not very good at Magic, and yeah, I just like forced vampires. It was freaking hilarious.
You got crushed.
Oh yeah, no, very very badly. It had like 4 Ruthless Callblade though.
Yeah, and then they add World Wake to it, and they're just like, oh yeah, so like instead of making the format better, here's a bunch of cards that are just bad.
No, that's what I mean. That was the first draft was World Wake, and somebody opened a Jace. But then the winner, it was like when you got to the end of the draft, it was like a round robin to pick which cards you got.
I think Patrick had both of his mountains in his opening hand.
That's gross.
I think he had Wandering Fumarole and Mountain. I could be wrong because I imagine he would have played. Yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Triple Rise though. Triple Rise was a godsend.
That's probably the best draft format they've made.
Ben the Infiltrator to start.
I like Triple and Stradberry just because of the flavor. But objectively, the Rise probably has more for everyone.
Yeah.
So I imagine Bryn is going to go on the same plan of just, he's ingesting a card and dealing 1 each turn, but I will swing for infinite amounts in the air.
Yep.
You know? Flyers add up. But that card that he has in his hand, that thing is a flyer, right?
That's a bad ingest.
That's the
a good ingest.
Immolating Glare?
Yeah.
To be fair though, I think every time Patrick played Bryn's deck, he went up against the aggressive opponent.
Yeah.
And he's the mid range, right? So he's wanting to play the control player. That deck you drafted was actually super aggressive, and then I just cut all. You were like, here's a bunch of.
And that's exactly what when I was telling before how you can change it. I made it to combat people being on the more control side, but then as it was happening, I agreed with your decision of taking out the high cards and just bringing in the commandos. That's why I took them too, because just if you wanted to go just only beat face and
like I can ride a like if I can't kill you with a turn against on turn 5, I probably lost anyways.
Yep.
Like resolving the Balaged, Scourge of Balaged. Even resolving one of those probably isn't going to get me there. No. Especially because you can just like hold good removal. Yeah. Like, you can not remove all my creatures and just like play something.
Yeah, because the Bane of Balaged would really only work in the first game because they don't really see that coming from that deck. But then after that, it's like, well, this thing is small. I'm not going to spend this when I know there's something bigger coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I like the. Ooh, Gideon's Reproach.
Dispel.
Yeah, that's a Dispel. Sorry.
Not really.
So he took 3.
Another 3. Bryn's hemorrhaging life.
This is, this, and he looks like he missed his 4th land drop as well.
Oh yeah, he's done. Yeah. He missed 4th and 5th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yep. You can see him there, shrug. The old Bryn shrug.
Make those 3?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 3-2.
Yeah, at least he's got plays. I mean, like, not good ones, but good plays.
Yeah, it was not like game 1 against you. Stuck on 2 land the entire game.
They're telling me after I got out that right before, like after game 2, like, Travis, I don't think his deck has, like, can do, like, those really aggressive hands. I just, like, curved out and...
Bryn just took 6.
And
by 6 you mean 1 million?
Yeah, and that's a Deathless Behemoth.
Behemoth. That's bad for Bryn. Is he just gonna? No, he's not gonna pack it up yet.
Bryn doesn't like to pack it up.
Unless you Warping Whale.
Unless you have exactly a counter spell every time he tries to do something.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was so great.
As I was saying, I tasted control, and the fruit is sweet.
I think you would like playing it in constructed.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Now yeah.
Hey, we're off to game 3.
Nice. It's always fun when it goes to game 3.
I mean, like, you can always go to game 3 if you felt like it.
Yeah, I like that with the thing, but we're.
Well, that was special because like we had 3 different decks to play.
Yeah. All right, so.
Yeah, Bryn got folded like a pretzel.
Who do we think? Do you think Bryn will fare better on the play here?
Probably his saltiest one too.
Yeah, he has a better early curve than Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Patrick is trying to get Vestige of Emrakul.
That's his game plan. Is just Vestige of Emrakul. Good.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with a lot of the choices in his deck. And I think it was Bryn. Even Bryn said there was nothing in the sideboard. Like he couldn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird when you have like an extra pack of depth.
That is really weird.
Well, they might have been like the ones like, because I noticed you were taking a lot of green, like there's a lot of green in your sideboard, and
it was
not enough to do anything with.
And I had like no fixing.
Yeah.
Well, it's because everyone was in blue or black, right?
Yeah.
There was a green red
deck
that was super open.
Bryn's deck is the only one that's
not blue or black.
Yeah.
Yeah. The green red deck was crazy open.
That's why I scrubbed out.
Pardon?
That's why the green white deck was Patrick's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I scrubbed out.
All right, McKindy Aeronaut to start it off. And it looks like, is Patrick going to have no turn 2 play? I think that's exactly what, because he's meant like, yeah, this is the start that Bryn wanted. So Patrick takes 1.
Hey, Bryn, like your land drops.
That one's what, Core Sky Climber? The 3/2?
So.
Yeah, and you pay 1 and a white to give it flying until end of turn.
Yeah, something like that. Sounds right.
So did Patrick miss a land, or does he have 3? No, he has 3.
Yeah, he needs a 4th though.
That's
that bouncy spell that's on top.
Yeah.
Instant speed high end.
Patrick takes 1. He's down to 18. Ooh, that's to get the mountains.
Oh my god. Oh, I gotta find this mountain so I can.
Hey.
Ugh.
What do you do?
You found the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it is Pilgrim's Road because the Pilgrim's Eye is on it. That is the correct line to play there. So it looks like Bryn does not have any forests, but he got there with 5 white. So it's like Patrick takes another 1.
Yeah, Patrick's hand. It does not look good for Bryn.
It's amazing how Bryn can build like a competent 5-card mana base, but then like when it comes to cards, just like garbage. Nothing but planes.
Yeah. This is not looking good for Bryn. Locked off a color, and Travis is just going to be able to go to, or Patrick is just going to be able to go down here.
I'm like, I know I usually beat Bryn, but...
That's just because you're Lux Sactric.
Oh man, 6 planes.
I'm better than that.
Man, that's the
6 planes, guys. That's a dream.
Yeah.
That's a dream.
That seems pretty good though. Now that he has so it looks like Patrick takes 4. That support 2 will be a thing.
Again. You know, Bryn was telling me he drafted the deck.
He took 4.
4?
Yeah.
He drafted the deck again, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll just dig out those like support troops, or whatever they're called, put them in." And he's like, I'm drafting."
Oh yeah, shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder, yeah. And then there's another support card. He's like, "Okay, let's put some of those in." I didn't draft any of those either. Well, this is bad.
Yeah, support is like a soft thing that can add up.
Yeah.
Right. But when you don't have shoulder to shoulder.
That's like the card for the archetype.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Travel Preparations in the original Innistrad draft, actually.
Ooh, Containment Membrane?
Yep. Important jellyfish thing.
And his forest was exiled off the top by that one. Bryn gains 2 life.
To 22. Spice.
222. Gained 202 life.
Man, that Korean Griffin is OP.
That seems pretty good for a draft format. I'm not sure that's a common. Wizards, good balancing together.
Okay, we got Rune Processor. Patrick gains 5.
He's excited about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just...
nice, comfortable 18.
He just loves...
And he was too lazy to tap a full 90 degrees. He opted for the 45.
Also the wrong direction.
Why do you let Patrick play on stream?
No.
You see, we almost had a perfect...
We get a letter from Watsy one day being like, we were going to invite you to do more paid coverage, but someone on your stream taps the lands wrong. And it's just like, ah, fuck.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So he did a... Is that Oblivion Zone?
Yeah, sure. It's like the
Shaman
ring thing.
Yeah.
Flash Oblivion Ring for 2 white.
I don't think that's Flash.
Doesn't it?
No. That's the one in BFZ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the one that can also get enchantments.
Oblivion?
Isolation Zone.
Isolation Zone.
Hey.
Yeah, this is the one where it's like, you know, you isolation zone your opponent's isolation zone and get your thing back.
I thought it had Flash. It doesn't.
No, that was the one in BFZ.
That's the 3 mana.
The 3 mana
Stasis Snare.
Yeah. Patrick lives in fear of white bordered lands.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the forest.
He did it. He got there. Ooh, that is a good drop.
I don't know what that card's called, but it's good. It's also foil.
It's like Draga Auxiliary or something like that. It's like some weird
it's
name.
like a 3 mana 3/3.
Yeah, but you can pay
6
6
to support 2.
That's
very strong.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's very strong.
All that whole cycle of 2-color 3 drops is very good.
Yeah, they really actually they really bring the gold cards are usually all very good and limited. And like it was the same for Battle for Zendikar too.
I think specifically in this though, right? Like there's definitely some draft formats where it's like, why is this so?
Well, it's obvious that they're designed specifically for draft formats. So like, here's a nice bonus if you happen to be in this color combination, or a reason to like splash the third color.
I was pretty happy I got both of them for your deck, both the Forerunner of Slaughter and
yeah. That was great. I never saw the Forerunner, but
that would have been good.
I saw the 3-mana 3/1 that dealt damage every time the colorless guy came in. I got that one every time. It was funny playing against Patrick. I curved like the 2-mana 2/1 with first strike, and I attacked him, and he's like, "Oh, I'll block that." I was like, "Okay," because he had a 2/3, and I just like dealt 2 damage to it with whatever that spell is.
No, there's a Breaker of Armies coming. Oh, the Reality Hemorrhage.
Yeah, so
you had a lot of those.
And then it was like, he was like, "Well, your guy still dies." I was like, "No, my guy has first strike," and he's like, "Fuck."
Brutal. So Breaker of Armies is that on the board, or is it just in his hand?
This is just in his hand, I believe. A Hero of Gama Fade came down though.
Oh, is that the one I was calling Munda's Vanguard earlier? I'm a
maybe
Dumbo.
It's fine. You're the only one. You and Bryn are the only ones who can actually name these cards like to a T.
So this is a pretty stalled board.
Yeah.
Did he attack with the Courier Griffin?
That's just such a great format. No, it's getting tapped down by that Cryptic thing.
Oh yeah, Cryptic Cruiser.
This is
going
why
for a cruise.
Cryptic Cruiser?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I thought that's what it was, but that sounded
I didn't want to say it. Yeah.
Well, just wait till we get Shadows over Innistrad, and Broken Piece of Glass is a card.
Yeah.
Or is it like Broken Shard of Glass?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna have like awesome things like Patrick played Shard of Glass and cuts himself on, leaking 2 cards into his graveyard, and then that lets his creature stab things more efficiently with the Shard of Glass.
It turns out that the creature that was holding the Shard of Glass just heard the wind and got scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he retreated.
Ooh, Vestige of Emrakul. Still sitting on that. How much mana does he have in front of him? He has 3/7, I think.
Bryn?
No, Patrick.
2, 3. I think he's on 6.
Okay, yeah, because he wants that breaker. I can see it in the way he's.
You know him.
And the way he's flapping.
Is that also a Coral Helm Guide in his hand, which would be? All right, so it looks like Bryn's swinging in for 4.
4, 5, 6, I think.
Oh no, the Griffin was tapped down by Cruiser again.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Down to 14, hopefully.
Close enough. There we go.
He did it.
Yeah.
Got there.
I heard him say "you stupid," and coming in for 1.
Good.
And he's gonna ingest something. What is he ingesting? Just another aeronaut.
There's also 1/1s with evasion in this format.
makes it updating life totals. At least there's no extort. Extort was the worst. All right.
God, Extort was terrible.
Breaker of Armies, and he ingests another one of those guys that Core Skycomber or something like that.
It's ridiculous that something that drains you for 1 every time you do something is a win con. Like in limited, like you just stall the board and you're just like, I'm gonna do nothing.
This is his board is growing exponentially because he does have that is Munda's Vanguard. It's a +1 counter with cohort, +1 counter on each creature you control, and he also supported 2. So his flyers have gotten ginormous. I mean, he can.
Shine Alpha.
He has that one flyer whose name I have no idea. The Eldrazi and the Pilgrim's Eye. So.
Oh yeah, okay. That's not really viable.
He might be like.
This is really scary for Bryn.
Yeah, this Breaker of Armies is gonna break his army.
Yeah. I mean, like I think he's still gonna be able to make his army huge and have stuff left. But if Patrick does an alpha, that's kind of hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did double again. Someone doubled it twice in one stream. Sea Otter.
What does the VP even do?
Just you can use it in chat. You can bet on games we play, and just you can use it to access the quote system. It's kind of like just a little fun little thing. You get it passively for being in our chat when we're online.
Okay. All I saw that it was like jackpot, and I was like, I want that.
Yeah, I need it now.
I like jackpots.
I like lots of things.
He's swinging in for a butt ton. He has 4, 8. He has 11 coming in. But there's definitely going to be blocks because Patrick's not Oh, so I think Bryn is hoping that he's counting the damage, and if there's not lethal on the board, he's gonna what he probably is gonna do. He's gonna have those guys block the breaker, and then get one last use of support and cohort out of them, probably if he doesn't have removal.
How many rounds left?
I don't know. We're gonna kind of we're kind of just playing for fun now. Our little tournament was over, so we're just kind of playing decks that weren't on camera as much and all that. Except this is Bryn's third time on camera, so.
Yeah, but that's also okay because he's a little sick.
Yes, less talk.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. So I think it's better for everybody.
No, we should have seen Bryn over and then play Magic Magician the entire time he was here.
Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen. He's going to, once attacks are declared, he's going to cohort with the Vanguard and the Auxiliary, and then just chump with the Spider. And that's probably the line. And then that gives him enough that he can kill in the air, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryn's at 19. We got it right.
Patrick, you're at 19? What? I can't even alpha to kill you? Sorry, bro.
I really like, and it's almost like cohort was planned to work against someone like the Breaker of Armies. I really like, if this is what Bryn is planning, I really like this line because I feel like it's a winning play.
Yeah, I think he definitely put himself in a spot that he can win from here.
Yeah. Patrick's thinking.
You know who that might be? That
the Ramasul?
Yeah, that might be Kunik.
Maybe.
That might be Kunik.
It's not Dylan. It's definitely not Matt.
Yeah, Matt already went to bed.
No, we're gonna host by 2 channels. I didn't see who the second person who hosted us is. That's sick.
Yeah, it was.
We had 2 follows as well.
Trashorama. Trashorama.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Trashorama.
Yeah, I think the other was Ramos.
I think we got it right. About who it was.
Yeah.
Fire Mac.
Aced it.
Got it. Got him.
So how much damage does Patrick have? I think he has 4, 7, 10. 13, he has 14, I think. 14 if the Breaker of Armies is blocked.
What's that one?
It's a 3/3, I believe.
3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. So.
So
And he has no colorless source to make it so that he can pump the thing into a 5, which would put it up to.
Still not
It's still not lethal.
Like, it's entirely possible he can just crack with the. We crack with the Breaker of Armies. Trade with a bunch of guys and like get in there with his ground guys and maybe try and use the Cryptic Cruiser to tap down enough guys to not die.
Yeah. How do you tap with Cryptic Cruiser? Alright, so he's coming in with those.
Like, he ain't tap with it.
You have to process. It's 3 mana and then you process.
And he does have stuff still being ingested thanks to the Benthic people that are just constantly giving to it.
Yeah,
he has
he's
9.
got
He can tap 3 things, right?
Yeah.
So the way Bryn's board state is right now, Patrick can do that for 2 turns.
He really should have cracked in with the Vestige and the other 3/3/2.
I agree.
I think.
I
He
agree.
should have just like gone all in. Right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to leave it back.
Except maybe for the 2/4. In case Bryn has a removal spell for the Cruiser EOT. I mean, I guess it doesn't change him. He's just dead. But. No,
It does also leave it back just because if he is planning to tap down the 3 flyers, because that ground game, he needs the guys
yeah,
to.
he needs a guy or 2 to just not die.
So is Bryn, Bryn is going to do that before blocks. Which is just like, these things are just going to keep growing. They're getting gigantic. That McKindy is a 5/8 flyer.
That's scary.
Is Bryn Hellbent? No, he's not. If he has something to deal with that cruiser, he just wins here, right?
Yeah. Lytham answers touch or something.
With the Master's
With
Focus.
Master's Focus. So
yeah.
+2/+2 and ignore. So we did block with it.
Yeah.
So he's
Also
planning on
+2.
just get it off the board.
Yeah.
Patrick just sweeps it up. Just sweeps it
He
up.
could have stayed alive for a
Same
turn.
time he fell to the witch. I think Bryn's telling him, it's like, hey, you could Cryptic Cruiser my stuff.
Yeah. Bryn's usually pretty good at being like, hey, by the way,
This was the line you could have.
you could have done okay had you not been dumb.
You know, I feel like that was Bryn played very well there at the end.
Yeah.
But also a card that makes it so you get a +1/+1 counter on each of your creatures, and you have 3 flyers in the air is also a very good line to follow. Just do that every turn you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It was almost to the point where he would out-support him. Like, if you could ever get 2 supports up in a turn, that was...
Disgusting. Yeah, that'd be disgusting. And especially, yeah, just, like, he had a 5/8 flyer, right? Like, you're happy playing a rune processor, and, you know, just a 5/8 flyer is pretty much on par with something like that, right?
Yeah.
Disgustingly strong. Have you guys got the new set? Yeah, not Shadows of Innistrad, not the new set that hasn't even been released yet, but we do have Oath.
We have been playing Oath. So.
We're very orange. I'm going to fix that. Oopsie, open Steam.
But I like to be orange.
You fool.
Boom. Identify. That's the one we want. White balance. Bring it down a little bit. Boom. Now the walls are white. But yeah. Man, I was just so happy to draft again. I haven't been able to afford drafting for a long time. So that was nice.
Yeah, next time, hopefully, we can get that Innistrad, DK. And if you guys want to put in some more money, we can do Innistrad.
That's some pretty good commentary. Trav, a little hard to hear. Tim, quit shuffling cards on your mic. Thank you guys for the stream. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks for the feedback.
Yeah. So in the future as well, if you're ever worried about being a little bit hard, you can just bump your levels up a bit on the board.
Oh, really? I don't have to actually try to talk louder?
Yeah, you can just bump it up, and a little bit should help, yeah. Oh, man, that was I like that one because I can commentate on those formats a lot better, the limited recent sets. I love Innistrad. When they were the flashbacks at Halloween, I did a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. I
did a travel prep deck that I just destroyed with.
Oh, yeah. I really like the humans deck.
So good.
Never had to face down the invisible stalker with Butcher's Cleaver, though.
Oh, that always sucked.
Yeah.
Or the
Or like Rune Chanter Spike.
Oh, they're de-sleeving?
I think so. Oh no, they're just playing a game for funsies or something.
Do you guys play on stream or just commentary? Well, we want to start playing more Magic, and we're working towards it. Especially with...
Most of what he's asking.
Oh.
We take turns doing commentary and playing. Like we did a little round robin tournaments night. So we do play, just not while we commentate at the same time.
Yeah. Like for example, in the last match that was going on, I was out there playing on camera.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, they're doing Pack Wars.
Oh, cool.
I see.
It'd be a lot easier if I the set wasn't full of garbage cards.
What are you
ones that were
talking
worth
about?
knowing.
What are you talking about? That set has...
Flipping
Did you have anything to add on there? Or
Nope.
Okay.
Man, but if you open a Thought Knots here, that one's pretty fun to play in any format.
Oh my god.
Super fun multiplayer because you can take a card from someone else's hand, and then when it dies, choose
It's another person to draw a
player
card.
to draw a card.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we are probably going to call the stream here because they're just playing some Pack Wars. So that'll be it for us tonight. Thank you to everyone who came out to watch. If you don't follow the channel, consider following. We do these Magic streams. We're hoping to start getting them possibly weekly every Sunday, but for the time being, for sure, we're planning on doing every second Sunday. Yeah.
So last earlier I said 2 or 3 times a month. So
yeah. But if you guys like them, and we love doing them, they're tons of fun. There's going to be more with different formats each time, and then if there's formats people like, we'll more than likely revisit them because we do what the audience wants.
Poll things going.
Yep, yeah, get a straw poll for it. Patrick stream only. That's a nightmare that no one wants to live.
I don't think Patrick has the patience for that.
No, he wouldn't.
Patrick stream only increase in followers to 300%.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patrick on Moto. It sounds like a bad time for everybody.
A MOBA.
Like League or Heroes.
Oh god.
He would get very angry, that guy. Get numeric dice instead of pip dice. That'd be a good idea. Yeah,
I do have some numeric dice. They're just a little hard to see because the numbers are kind of small.
We're trying to think of ways to make it easier for the audience. Like, I want to find a way that, like, even though it's less efficient to do it because writing on paper is the best, but like have like a phone or screen or like an iPad that they keep track of life on, and we just kind of commentate on it.
Did practice Tim versus Andrew.
What? Draft is Tim versus Andrew.
I know we're going to be doing one where I'm going to the dollar store to buy a bunch of those random packs of just garbage. And we're going to do the ultimate chaos draft. Because
draft like blue-green, second pack, now the packs have blue cards, and I'm just like...
Yeah. That's the thing. We did it once, and I opened up a 3-5, and I'm like, this is what's going to win me the game. This 3-5.
We used to have one friend his name was Lee, and we would, he went to the US one time, bought a ton of Magic boxes, like, we're talking like 20-ish. And we just played pack battles with them. Highlights included his feature site box, I opened a full Goyf, which was nice.
Yeah.
But we did Savior's pack battles, and that was a goddamn nightmare. Like, every creature is like a 1 with toughness equal number of cards in your hand and flying.
Yeah.
You're just like, good, even if I could hit you with this, it'd be like 20 turns. Like, we usually, even no matter how bad the format was, we'd like slog through the box, but man, we gave up after 3 rounds of that.
Yeah.
It was just miserable.
Yeah, I've only ever bought them as jokes. I did buy one that was like 1 rare and 3 foils, and I opened up a foil, that one Aki Goblin that you need to cast another creature to play, and that thing is played in Pauper, so that was a nice little pull. Yeah.
Actually, there was a guy at my work who had a bunch of those he was buying from, and he opened 3 Serum Visions from one. I traded him a pizza for him.
Even better. Even better.
I was like, I'm willing to give you like $10 a piece for me, so they were like 50 at the time. And he was like, do you want me to get pizza instead? Like, oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
That is actually free.
I didn't pay for that one.
Oop, almost dropped my mic pack on the ground. That's a nightmare when that happens, so I'm glad that didn't happen. So we're going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Our next stream will be Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but there might be something happening tomorrow depending on how we get through that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's nothing set in stone for tomorrow, but something might happen.
Keep an eye out just in case.
You guys rule. Thank you to all the follows tonight, all the viewers, everyone who came in and chatted, and thanks again for the hosts. So Travis, the last one, the 11-12, where the music is it turned all the way down? No, it's all the way up. So the one in the end, John, just turn that down, and then all the way, and then turn it on. And then what you're gonna do is turn us 3 off, because you guys have a good one. GG's. So turn us all off.
Thank you.